realrealtraffic.com for an office near you.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Seeing some slow spots this morning in Palm Beach County, including Donald Ross Road, west of Central Boulevard from an accident. Also in the Turnpike, southbound before Indian Town Road. We have a crash there, pushed off to the right, still creating a little bit of a delay. And southbound on the Turnpike, we have a disabled vehicle on the ramp from Boynton Beach Boulevard. That's a check on traffic. I'm Greg Tanner.
This report is sponsored by WhatsApp. No one should read your personal messages. That's why WhatsApp uses end-to-end encryption. It protects whatever you send before, during, and after you send it. So no one, not even WhatsApp, can read your messages. Always message privately. WhatsApp.
The number one pick is in. Wendy's Breakfast, the official breakfast of March Madness. Choose your starting lineup, like the Breakfast Baconator or Honey Butter Chicken Biscuit, and enjoy oven-baked bacon, fresh cracked eggs, seasoned breakfast potatoes, and Simply OJ. Choose wisely, choose Wendy's.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
This is WCCR FM, West Palm Beach, Real Radio 92.1, powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Been in an accident? Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
What is that noise?
Well, good morning, sunshine.
Well, the bad news is it is Monday.
Ugh, Monday.
What? It's Monday already?
Come on, lazy bones. Time to get moving.
Okay, I'm up.
Now let's get back to work, okay?
Why are we all forced to go to work?
I got bills to pay.
Great. Let's get started.
Okay, everybody, it's showtime.
Well, color me happy. There's a sofa in here for two.
First time in an elevator.
Penthouse.
The Penthouse.
Yes.
Wow, great view. I bet you can see all the way to the ocean from out here.
Penthouse, top floor, got everything I need and a lot more. High ceilings, marble floor, and my penthouse.
Hey, Mr. Greek, can I get your autograph?
Hey, Greek, what's happening, pal?
I'm 6 deep behind a 4. You can't find me.
Oh my God, it's Greek!
You're listening to The Penthouse. Here's The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Woohoo! It is Monday. We're back in the house. We're back in the Penthouse after a weekend of fun, entertainment, and a lot of nonsense going on. We got a lot on the table today for you today. A lot. March Madness is almost done. You got your Final Four. How's your bracket? Probably not good. St. Peter's, the Peacocks, it's all over for the Peacocks, but they had a great run. And enrollment is up in that school, where I guess about 90% of people don't even know where that school is. The Oscars finally are going to get talked about, but not for the right reason. We got some Barrett Jackson tickets coming out your way at 11:45, and a lot more in the Penthouse. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello and good morning. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Absolutely. And then good morning to Francis.
Hi. What's up? Happy Monday to you.
What is going on? How was everybody's weekend? I know the big news around everywhere is everybody in social media, radio, TV, newspapers, everything. We're talking about the Oscars and Will Smith.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that something happened.
I didn't see anything. What happened?
Yeah, Chris Rock. And I mean, it was just, it's a shame. I mean, again, the guy has his greatest night, gets an Oscar, and his behavior, obviously, I don't think it was very good. You go to those award shows, and those guys are going to have the comments. I didn't think his comment was that good. I didn't think it was even a great a joke, but Will Smith lost it on a night where, he got an Academy Award for playing Richard, obviously. But, I mean, it's all over the place. Just his behavior. And I was shocked. I think when I watched it live, and I thought I didn't know if it was real or not, but it was real. And then
I think a lot of people thought it was planned.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah,
I still do.
Yeah, I kind of do too. I don't know why, because
That was a hard slap.
It was a hard slap. It was. So, okay, so Jimmy, I'm with you in the beginning, and I have not heard this new audio yet. But as I'm searching through and trying to do some show prep, I got to pull it up. I guess there was a website that had what they say new audio that was released, and you can hear it's like uncensored footage, and I guess you can hear what they call a very angry Will Smith. Also cursing at Chris Rock, too.
Oh yeah. So keep your blank.
That's what this sounds like.
Yeah.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
I did the joke, and then I did a little edit so I can get to it.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
He was pissed.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Yeah.
My wife's name out your mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay.
And then
very uncomfortable.
And that's point it gets awkward. Now, to give credit, obviously, that's the audio that comes from the Japanese version.
Yeah.
Because they don't censor it the way we did. And that was part of the reason why I thought it was fake. Because television stations rarely use any sort of dump. And that was, 30 seconds?
Yeah.
That there was silent audio?
I don't know. But when you hear it's very uncomfortable, which makes you go, it had to, to me, feels real once you hear that.
Oh, yeah.
Because his Chris Rock's reaction, and he kind of was like, dude, are you for real? That is very uncomfortable.
I thought it was real.
A very awkward situation. Well, when I saw the slap and I saw little bits, because I didn't watch the Academy Awards live. I didn't. But I was like, oh, and then you see the still shots, and you can't tell, because you would think, if he really got slapped, which now I believe he did after hearing the audio, Chris Rock would have gotten pissed, and he kind of let it go.
Well, he kept his composure.
Of course.
He's in front of millions and millions of people. They're not going to start wrestling.
When he was just like, Will Smith just slapped me, and you're like, all right, but no. But after you hear that audio, that like you said came from another telecast, it felt real.
I thought it was real.
It did.
Yeah. And I know that she has...
and the joke, like you said, and even Chris Rock, he was like, it was a G.I. Jane joke. Not that bad. It wasn't, very offensive. I mean, yeah, because she had a new, shaved head.
Well, she has, I think she has some kind of a medical condition for her hair.
Yeah,
that's not just... It wasn't like she did that for a role.
Yeah.
But, apparently.
Yeah. And I think he just, and I'm sure he was just, tired of all the stuff he got. He seemed like obviously he was in a bad mood like anybody else. You snap. I thought it was 100% real.
The other host, Regina Hall, made a joke about their open marriage and stuff like that. I mean, she said things. He didn't go up there and make a deal about that.
No, he didn't. But yeah, I thought it was 100% real. Give us a call if you think it was real or fake. 877-927-6969. It has the one thing, the good thing for the Oscars, people are talking about it.
Yes.
That's the only reason, because a lot of people didn't even know the Oscars were going on last night.
Well, is he going to get stripped of an Oscar? And then that's the new thing that's going on, is after that, the slap heard around the world, people are saying that, hey, maybe possibly he could get stripped because, I mean, the Oscar, the Academy Awards, they have a code of conduct.
Yes, they do.
So,
but that won't happen. No, they're not taking the Oscar away from him. That'll cause...
Then what's the purpose of the code of conduct if this is real?
Yeah.
If it's real.
Yeah, I think that'll cause too much controversy if they end up taking an Oscar away from him.
By the way, please follow us at realradio921.com, or actually just at realradio921 on our Twitter page. I put up a poll asking, do you think it was real?
Yeah, perfect.
I'm kind of curious about what our audience thinks. You can also call in, like Rick just said, please, 877-927-6969. You can email the show, Jimmy at realradio921.com. That's just a couple of ways you get in touch with us and let us know. So, the slap heard around the world. Is it real?
It's on the back of the New York Post. That's huge.
Yeah.
When it makes the Post, that's it.
I also did see that they automatically went to, will he be charged with a crime?
Yeah.
And they said no.
And they said only if Chris Rock files charges.
Well, I mean, that's what, sources are saying. They're like, it basically, and I don't want to say basically, it is assault.
Well, see, but that's a different rule, because in public, if I, God forbid, say you slap me, it doesn't. You don't need me to put charges against you.
Yeah.
I'd be going away. They're already saying that too.
Wait, if I slapped you, you'd be going away? Is that how that works?
Well, you would be going away.
You said you'd be going away. I was like, wait, is that how that works?
Probably, in our relationship, probably me.
Absolutely.
I'm like, okay, cool, good to know. I slap you, you go to jail.
Yeah, that's probably what'll happen. Jimmy, who do we have?
We have Robert on the line. He's got a take on this. Robert, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, good morning, y'all. Yeah, I saw that this morning online, and the only thing that I feel it was staged is because it looked like he really smacked the heck out of Chris Rock, and the way Chris Rock recovered from it, and I don't know, he just didn't look like a guy that's gotten hit that hard, even with an open hand. It just, that part of it didn't look real to me. But the way that he yelled out the F-bomb a couple times back in the audience, that kind of makes me wonder there. So I'm not sure what to think, but
I think it was real.
Right.
I think it was 100% real.
And I'm exactly with you, Robert. Watching it and then kind of seeing his reaction, I was like, oh, definitely staged. But now when you hear this new audio, to
Twice.
me, it just felt very real and very uncomfortable. I mean, even the audience gets quiet. Chris Rock doesn't even know what to say. So now that's kind of changed my mind. I'm swayed.
I think Chris Rock was in shock.
And actually, there's further audio too. If you listen to him, because he goes into giving it away an award and setting it up, and Chris Rock really stumbles over his words. Quite a bit. And that's the part where I sort of start to believe it. Maybe there's a little bit of credibility, but to me, it was just, Robert makes a great point. Chris Rock, I mean, he had almost no recovery time from getting a slap like that. Boom, he was up and ready. And two, the fact that the TV station was ready for it. They were ready to dump out the audio. And that, I don't know. That to me is part of the reason why I still think it's kind of staged.
Were they ready, or is it that much of a delay that they have enough time to do it?
You handle it all the time, right on the spot.
They may have minutes of a delay with live shows like that.
How many times do we hear curse words go out during football games or baseball games? All the time.
Well, those are not the announcers; those are players. A lot of times,
or the fans. But it's usually fans that are near the booth. But so if there's delay, why don't they catch it? This seemed like it was just staged. It was ready. They were ready for it. Even with Chris Rock, Will Smith just beat the blank out of me.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's real. I think the way Will Smith uses profanity, and I think that right there to me shows that he just lost his emotion. I mean, he did. He was not in control. I mean, again, one of the greatest nights probably of his life. He wins an Oscar in his field, which is a great accomplishment.
After the fact, though, after the slap.
Yeah, but I'm still saying that takes away from everything where, you know what I mean? It could have been one of the greatest nights of his life. I mean, you're an actor. That's the ultimate. It's like winning a Super Bowl. And all anybody's going to talk about is that slap with him. So, I mean, again, I don't think he was in control. I think he got very upset. Who knows the background with these two? Maybe there was something else. New York Post had an article that a couple years ago he took some shots at both of them. And Will Smith wasn't happy about it then. I don't know. If you're asking me, do I believe it? Yeah, I believe it was real. And I do believe that also the profanity he used sitting down, not once, but twice, that he said it. So it's the only thing for the Oscars is the only reason why people are talking about it. And they'll try to
that's another argument on my side.
Yeah. I mean, now people want to
finally got some buzz. Yeah. I mean, it's only been 20 years.
I did get a text about a pay-per-view fight between Chris Rock and Will Smith, and the winner's going to fight one of the Paul brothers.
I saw another headline, something about the Logan brothers.
They
want to talk to Will Smith.
Yeah, that's what they said. Will Smith's going to fight Chris Rock, and the winner's going to fight one of the Paul brothers. No, it's crazy.
Maybe McGregor's going to get involved too, or Tyson.
Yeah.
What's up, Robert?
Yeah. And you know what? The other thing is, if it's true, he's completely classless. And the other thing is, Chris Rock's about 5'4", and what's he, 6 foot, 6'2", or something like that? I mean, the world should give him crap for going after a little guy. I didn't see him going after a big dude,
Well, and being a comedian too, right? I mean, Will Smith, I know he hasn't been up there doing it for a while, but you would think he would know better than everybody else. That's what happens at the Academy Awards. That's what happens there. The hosts or people doing it, they poke fun at everybody, right? And if you can't take a joke, and I'm sure everybody else got made fun of too, they always pick somebody.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like if you're saying his wife does have a condition now, and maybe it's a little bit sensitive to it, but you just got to let it go.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you got to act like a professional.
Yeah.
Obviously. Was not good behavior on his part.
Did you hear him?
Yes.
Did you hear him talking afterwards? where he said he wanted to be a vessel for kindness and all this. He's kind of half crying. I want to, I'm like, are you kidding me? You just hit this guy in the face, and now you want to say you're a vessel for kindness?
Yeah, very hypocritical.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he got so, when he wins the award, then he's like, I got to say something. And he apologized to everybody, but not Chris Rock. He did apologize to the Academy. But, I mean, it's going to go down in history. I mean, it will. I mean, you'll be seeing this footage for years and years to come. One of the things that was done live on TV, which, I don't think that anybody's going to think, I don't know. I don't think it was staged. I think if he just sat in the seat, maybe, but when he started using profanity twice, yeah. And Chris Rock can take a punch. A slap.
A slap. An open hand slap.
I don't think Chris Rock is that short, though. I don't think he's 5'4". I think he's like about 5'10". I know Will Smith's about 6'2". But, I mean, again, it was just his motion. And they're going to end up having him, because this is a second time a big award thing happened years ago with Kanye. They're going to have some kind of security there. So people can't just walk up. Because it's crazy that happened. And it does take away from everything at the night. And for him, like I said, when he had a great night where he won an Academy Award for Best Actor. But, I mean, again, that's life. You can't control people.
You remember the movies that he did? What were they? Bad Boys?
Yeah.
Cops, where they were the Miami cops.
Yeah, he did 3 of them, I think, or 2 of them.
Learned how to throw some. I bet he learned how to throw some fake punches and how to make them sound real, making all those movies.
Oh, he played Ali.
He played Ali.
He played Muhammad Ali in a movie.
Yeah. I mean, again, everybody's got an opinion. I think it's real. That's just me. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate the call.
All right. Be well, y'all.
You too.
We got a couple people on hold. If you got an opinion on this Will Smith thing with Chris Rock and the Oscars, just hold on. It is the Penthouse on a Monday, and we'll be back in a few minutes, and we'll get you on. Peace.
The visual aid you need for all the freaky stuff we talk about on the radio. Find it at realradio921.com.
For more information about contests on the station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Dell's semi-annual sale is the perfect opportunity for a significant business upgrade. Save up to 45% on Dell computers with Windows 11 Pro and get an easy start to your workday. Plus, enjoy special pricing on Dell docks, monitors, servers, and more, all with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. Speak to a Dell Technologies advisor today to find the right tech for your business with fast free shipping. Call 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Who can you trust in big media? A recent study finds Americans don't trust big media, and 65% of Republicans don't trust them at all. Now, Newsmax has become a trusted source for millions. They go to Newsmax.com for breaking news and watch Newsmax TV for the latest from Washington, New York, Hollywood, and the world. Download the free Newsmax app on your smartphone and watch it anytime, anywhere. Nielsen recently reported that almost 7 million cable viewers watch Newsmax, but not Fox News. Americans really are making the switch to Newsmax. Start every day with Wake Up America and Rob Finnerty. And watch the Newsmax team at night with Eric Bowling, Sean Spicer and Lindsey Keith, Greg Kelly, Stinchfield, Jen Pellegrino, Rob Schmidt, and more. Every weekend, tune in for Huckabee, Diamond and Silk, Dick Morris, Wendy Bell, and more. Already 20 million made the switch and watch Newsmax all the time. Try it. You may never go back.
It happens once a year. International Diamond Center Spectacular Store-Wide Spring Sale. Next weekend, April 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Biggest sale this year. Up to 20% off all rings, all bands, all bracelets, all earrings, all fashion jewelry. Plus, up to 3 years, zero-interest financing. IDC's expanding their amazing selection for this event. Flying in all new collections from the world's top designers. And we're featuring our largest selection ever of GIA-certified diamonds. 3 days of extraordinary savings. April 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And only at International Diamond Center in Port St. Lucie on approved credit.
The Glass Chamber, your local smoke shop, exotic sodas, Delta 8, Puffco, and the newest disposables. If you're not shopping at Glass Chamber, can you really consider yourself a smoker? With the latest and greatest in the industry, why wouldn't you? Now, 7 convenient locations. Visit GlassChamberFL.com for more.
By now, you've heard all of our ads. America's largest injury law firm. But what does that really mean for our clients, for you? It means that when you hire us, you don't just get a lawyer, you get a legal army, almost 800 lawyers alone. That army includes an entire legal team, specialist lawyers, investigators, and a 24/7 client satisfaction staff.
Just like if you were going into surgery, you wouldn't trust one person to handle the paperwork, the scheduling, the anesthesia, and the surgery. Have you ever seen a surgeon operating alone and without resources? No way. Why would you trust a small firm with your case? Your case is a big deal to us. When it comes to law, size matters. We're America's largest injury law firm. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Dell's semi-annual sale is the perfect opportunity for a significant business upgrade. Save up to 45% on Dell computers with Windows 11 Pro and get an easy start to your workday. Plus, enjoy special pricing on Dell docks, monitors, servers, and more, all with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. Speak to a Dell Technologies advisor today to find the right tech for your business with fast free shipping. Call 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Wow, what a week. Yesterday, I was supposed to sign my first mortgage, but there was this huge car accident on my commute. The bridge that led to the nearest First Republic Bank was closed. Traffic was bumper to bumper. It seemed impossible I'd be able to get there by the end of the business day. I was freaked. I had no idea what would happen if I didn't sign the papers on time. So then I get a call from my personal banker. He says Dennis from the nearest First Republic has a bike and is en route. No kidding. So this guy shows up, has me sign the documents, and takes them back to First Republic Bank on a bike. I mean, if that's not service, I'm not sure what is. So thanks, First Republic. You helped me get my first home under unbelievable circumstances.
Personalized service, customized solutions, quick decisions. At First Republic, it's a privilege to serve you. Visit our Palm Beach, Jupiter, or Palm Beach Gardens offices. FirstRepublic.com. First Republic Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Monday. Hope you had a good weekend, enjoyed yourself. Hope you also got an opportunity maybe to get out to our tasting event on Saturday at Palm Beach Outlets. It was a great event. I want to thank everybody who did show up and thank all the restaurants and liquor companies that got involved. It was a good event. We had a lot of fun. We'll talk about it in a little while. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And also, Jimmy does have a poll up there. Do you think that slap was real or fake?
Go to @RealRadio91. That's our Twitter page, and you can vote on that poll. Do you think it was real or do you think it was staged?
Franny's here.
Hi, and I actually have a girlfriend who texted me during the break, and her brother worked the Academy Awards last night.
Oh,
and she
really?
said her brother said that was not staged, that was very much real. And very uncomfortable.
I mean, his emotion, like I said, what he said, twice about keep your blank out of my mouth, your mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell he's upset.
Yeah. And if you haven't seen it yet, you can go to realradio921.com because we did play the audio, but I have the uncensored, the audio and the video up there. Of course, if you're at work, I did put it's not safe for work because there's curse words, so I don't want your boss to walk by and be like, what are you watching?
Real radio.
Yeah, so you can go on there and you can decide for yourself. But yes, so if somebody was working there, I believe it. So we do have a source saying that it was not staged and it was very much real, so...
Cool.
Yeah, but whatever you think. I mean, listen, people can do things undercover and they can have texted each other and be like, hey, let's do this. I guess you never know.
No, you don't. Jimmy, who do we have on hold?
We got William on the line, and he's got a take on this as well. William, welcome to the Penthouse.
Oh, bye.
Nope. There we go.
William, hey.
Hello?
There you go, bud.
Yeah, hey, thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
I noticed that when he first told the G.I. Jane joke, that they zoomed in on Will Smith, and he had a laugh going. I mean, his teeth were showing, his mouth was open. He was actually laughing. And then they panned over and they got Data.
She wasn't happy.
And she wasn't happy about it.
No, she wasn't.
And I think that's what did it. But he was laughing at first, and that seemed pretty hypocritical for me when you're talking about that.
Yeah, no, he was. Absolutely. And you can see it in the video that I posted. He was laughing at the joke.
She wasn't.
And then something switched. Maybe she said something in his ear, and then something switched on him, and he walked up stage.
Well, you could see her face. She was not happy.
Yeah.
She like shook her head, and maybe he just, whatever. I mean, again, it's emotion. You deal with it. It's your wife, your husband, whatever. And I thought it was real. I really did.
And I wonder why he didn't get arrested, to tell you the truth, because I slapped my daughter one time. She was 16, and I got arrested. I didn't break any skin or teeth. She gave me the F-U real loud. We were discussing something, and now I got the scarlet letter of the day.
Did she press charges, or were people around?
No, it's the police come, and they don't see anything, but they had zero tolerance, and they take somebody. If you get a domestic violence charge, she wasn't hurt. She didn't need it. They didn't even offer her a cool rag for her face or anything like that,
Well, people are saying that, because they're saying, now I don't know the law in California. Every state's different.
Well, and of course that'll matter. And maybe in your case, too, because of the fact that it was a minor.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
Well, all right. You guys have a wonderful day.
Thank you for the call.
Yeah, thanks, William.
877-927-6969. You might not have watched the Oscars, but I'm sure if you're on social media or watch any news after 11 o'clock last night, you saw this where Chris Rock was delivering to give away an Oscar for a category, and then he had a couple jokes, and Will Smith went off and slapped him. If you have an opinion on it, call us, 877-927-6969. Franny has a girlfriend who's, is it a husband? Or
brother
who works the Academy Awards, and he said it was 100%.
1,000% is what because she just, and I'm not going to go verbatim, but she sent me a text of reassurance. It's from her brother and saying, 1,000% super crazy. When Chris left the stage, he walked past the producer's table and said, "Well, there's your Oscar moment you were talking about."
Yeah.
And then there's more that goes to it, but they said it was very much a very real interaction.
Yeah, I
said even like behind scenes, people are yelling at each other and stuff like that. Like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened.
Yeah, I mean, it's awkward. I mean, forget about it. I mean, anytime you see something like that, I mean, of course it's going to be there, and it's awkward for everybody around. And then, like I said, I think he added to it when he started cursing twice and yelling. If he just sat down.
So it was on, like you said, a Japanese. It was on an Australian version as well, too, the uncensored. So the video I got was from an Australian version, which was uncensored. And so I put on there on the post, you can see what we see here in the States, which is Chris Rock, and then it gets silent, but because you don't hear what's going on. And then the first version I put was the Australian version, which does show him slapping him, going back down to his seat, sitting there, and just
losing it.
Even the girl next to him was like, whoa.
Oh,
like
you see her face.
Oh, it went from like, this is funny to...
No.
This is very awkward.
Real quick.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy, who do we have?
We have Chris on the line. Is this Chris Rock?
I wish.
Go ahead, Chris. What's your take on this?
My take is this. Assault is assault. It doesn't matter what state you're in.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. Like, it just sets a bad precedent.
Mm-hmm.
Because now what they're basically saying is that if you're rich and famous, you can get away with doing something on national TV.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have physically been arrested for so much less.
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people are saying that this morning.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people question that.
So I don't think it has anything to do with the state that he's in.
No, I don't know. That's what I said. I have no knowledge. I said maybe California has different rules than every other state. But, again, I have no knowledge of it. But yeah, and people are bringing that up. What you said, there should be assault charges. Why didn't he get arrested? And then they said Chris Rock isn't going to do anything, but it shouldn't be up to Chris Rock. That's the narrative you're hearing.
I don't even think it should be up to Chris Rock because a police officer can actually just say, you know what, I don't care if you want to press charges. Like there's no denying that the man struck another man.
Yeah,
that's assault.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that he's not being charged with it it baffles me. Like it just sets a bad precedent, I feel like, with what's going on today.
A lot of people are feeling the same thing.
And it doesn't even sound like that the police are investigating it. So, I mean, they can see where if they don't charge him right away and they want to investigate it first, but you don't even hear buzz about that.
You might now.
Yeah, maybe.
After all, people...
It could very well be,
Yeah, you might have... No, we appreciate the call. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Jim, we got time for one more?
Yeah, we do. We got Mike on the line. Mike, welcome to the Penthouse.
All right, two questions real quick. I don't want to put you guys further past, but so one, is comedy we can't be funny anymore about anything. I know it's sometimes they're in poor taste, but humor is humor. Everybody interprets humor in their own way.
Mm-hmm.
And two, whether or not it was real or staged, did it warrant a slap? I'm all for protecting your wife, defending your wife, and obviously that's your wife. I mean, you got married, you love that person, you should defend her, and through anything. But a simple, hey, keep my wife's name out of your bleeping mouth would have been suffice. And then like Chris Rock did, he said, well, it was a G.I. Jane joke. If then repeat it again, I think that would have been suffice.
Well, you should have talked to him, I think, after the Academy Awards and went up to him, privately.
Or
and
even
said,
during a commercial break, something like walk up to him. Yeah, there was no need to walk up stage and put your hands on anybody.
I mean, that's what I would have done. I would have went up to him if it bothered you or your wife. Hey, you know what? You took offense to it off camera, maybe later grab him, but to walk up and slap him like that was not a good move.
No, I mean, you know what? Sorry, Will. My bad, man. I apologize. I didn't mean it to offend your wife. I love your wife. Whatever. Anything could have been said.
Yeah.
I think Will Smith was a little bit out of line. But, hey, you know what? When you're an A-list celebrity, apparently you can do whatever you want.
Well, I think that's the narrative that people are saying. Exactly what you're saying. Because if that was you or me and we did that, there'd be hell to pay, and you probably would have got arrested.
No, bull crap. If it was you, you were good. If it was me, definitely I'd get in trouble. You're an A-list celebrity, Greek. I don't want to hear it.
Greek doesn't go to jail, but you do. You're right.
He's the A-plus list.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know who I am? I'm the Come on now.
Exactly what happened.
I would never do what Will Smith did last night. I might be upset if somebody cracked my girlfriend, wife, but I would never do that. I just wouldn't. I mean, you got to also realize millions and millions of people are watching it. I mean, to lose your cool that quick, that's not a good thing. And it might hurt his career. You never know going forward.
I don't know, man. I think it could have been handled a little differently.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Hindsight, right?
Of course.
And, you guys have a good one. G, love you, brother. Francis, Jimmy, you guys are always top-notch in my belt.
Love you too, pal.
Thanks, Mike.
Appreciate the call. It is the Penthouse on a Monday, speaking about the Oscars. And if you have an opinion with Chris Rock and what happened with Will Smith, let us know. We're going to come back with a trifecta in this day in history in the Penthouse. Peace.
Because you shouldn't have to get up off the couch. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
Hey, this is Lincoln Kennedy, 3-time Pro Bowler. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Blindstar.
The Hurricanes NCAA tournament run comes to an end. They got smothered in the second half and lost to Kansas. Also yesterday, North Carolina advanced by beating St. Peter's and ending their Cinderella run. In the national semifinal Saturday, it's the Jayhawks facing Villanova and the Tar Heels taking on rival Duke. The Panthers lost to Toronto. They went 4-3 on their marathon 7-game road trip. At spring training, Marlins lost to Houston. I'm Matt McCoy.
Need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. And right now, save 45% off any order. Just use code RADIO at checkout. Blindster.com.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're seeing mostly sunny skies across the area on this Monday morning. Nice and cool out there for us too. 50s and 60s to get our morning started. But we're going to warm quickly and we're headed towards the low to mid 80s later today. Staying mostly sunny and dry. Rain chances don't increase until the end of the week.
This report is sponsored by the Ben Ferguson Podcast.
Coming up on the Ben Ferguson Podcast, if Hunter Biden is indicted, and there's a very good chance he will be, it could open up a whole can of worms for Joe Biden. How bad could it get? I'm going to give you those details all week on the Ben Ferguson Podcast. Download it now.
This is Comcast Radio for Goodby Silverstein and Partners, QCFB R000346V, CB Internet Security, ACQ, Biggest Threat, Spot 37, CEN $30 plus $650 PPC, 4/21/22/60 mixed on 03/22/22.
When it comes to cybersecurity, the biggest threats don't always strike the biggest targets. Almost half of all cyber attacks target small businesses, so help protect yours with Comcast Business Security Edge. It's advanced security that continuously scans for threats and helps protect every connected device. On the largest, fastest, reliable network with speeds up to 10 gigs to the most small businesses. So switch today and get cutting-edge speed with advanced security and be ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet for $30 a month for 12 months with no annual contract required. Plus, ask how to get a $650 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 4/21/22. Enrollment in EcoBill and AutoPay required. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. New Comcast Business 35 megabits per second internet customers only. Early termination fee applies. Security Edge available for an additional charge. Equipment, installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change.
The True Crime Podcast, What Happened to Sandy Beale, investigates the alarming death of a young woman who dreamed of a career in law enforcement. Journalist Melissa Jeltsin untangles the mystery at the heart of the investigation, revealing a troubling pattern by officials close to the case.
I didn't take any of that crap because I could tell that they were hiding something.
Listen to What Happened to Sandy Beale on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You know why GiveMeTheVIN.com is America's best car buyer? Because we've made it so fast, so easy, and so darn reliable. GiveMeTheVIN.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
It's Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, and it's important that people 45 and older get screened. Colorectal cancer is the second leading cancer killer, but it can be prevented with regular screenings. Few people like getting colorectal cancer screenings, but it's important to talk with your doctor about it. Because people have put off screenings during the COVID-19 pandemic, the need for men and women to get screened is especially critical now. New recommendations call for colorectal cancer screenings to start at age 45. Visit cdc.gov/screenforlife for more information.
Americans don't trust big media. The source you can trust is Newsmax. Find it on all major cable systems or download the free Newsmax app on your phone. Millions are watching Newsmax and the Newsmax team with Rob Finnerty, Eric Bowling, Sean Spicer and Lindsey Keith, Greg Kelly, Stinchfield and Rob Schmidt. Plus weekends with Huckabee, Diamond and Silk, Gorka and Wendy Bell. 20 million people have made the switch to Newsmax. Try it. You may never go back.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. Divorce can be complicated, especially if children are involved. If you're a father and want to protect your role in your children's lives, remember Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men with matters like these for 30 years, and we'd love to help you.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Miami area attorneys. Offices in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and by appointment only in Dadeland. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Lisa Carges, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Accident 95 northbound. This is on the exit ramp to Okeechobee Boulevard. Right lane is blocked there. Elsewhere, not seeing any major tie-ups at 10th Avenue North and Military Trail. We have an accident that'll be just a little under speed. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Ben Ferguson Podcast.
Coming up on the Ben Ferguson Podcast, if Hunter Biden is indicted, and there's a very good chance he will be, it could open up a whole can of worms for Joe Biden. How bad could it get? I'm going to give you those details all week on the Ben Ferguson Podcast. Download it now. Coming up on the Ben Ferguson Podcast, if Hunter Biden is indicted, and there's a very good chance he will be, it could open up a whole can of worms for Joe Biden. How bad could it get? I'm going to give you those details all week on the Ben Ferguson Podcast. Download it now.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You're back in The Penthouse on a Monday. I hope you guys had a good weekend. Enjoy yourself. We got a lot to bring to you, and if you're on hold, we'll get to you momentarily. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And good morning, Francis, again.
Hello, good morning again.
And it is time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, if you're at Palm Beaches this weekend, you see a couple coaches. You thought maybe you weren't sure. Was it Bill Belichick? Well, it was, because the NFL had their meetings this weekend. It was at Breakers Hotel. So all the NFL owners are in the area. So if you bump into a couple of them, maybe you don't like their draft or something they did, you got a good opportunity to say something to them. The Final Four is set. It is all done. Duke plays Carolina. Duke is -4 this morning. And Kansas -4 over Villanova. Now, the Peacocks lost yesterday, and it was a great story, but it's over. And the Canes are done, too. They had a great story. First time they got to the Elite Eight, and they are finished. They had a bad second half yesterday. They're winning first half, 35-29 over Kansas. A lot of people were jacked up, but bad second half. Our Miami Heat lost their fourth in a row Saturday night. They got crushed by the Nets. There's something going on with the Heat. Hopefully we can fix it and we don't miss the playoffs, because that would really suck. And when I say miss the playoffs, they're going to qualify. I just don't want to see them drop to like 5th or 6th. And the way the East is, everybody's so jumbled up, they could drop to 5th or 6th place, which won't be a good thing for the Heat after the great season that they had. And that is your trifecta, first one of the day, and now it's this day in history.
On this day in history.
Well, we're going to take the time machine back to 59 years ago today in 1963. The classic Alfred Hitchcock movie, The Birds, was released. 45 years ago today in 1977, speaking of the Oscars, Rocky won Best Picture at the Oscars. 43 years ago today in 1979, the worst accident in the history of the United States nuclear power industry begins when a pressure valve in the Unit 2 reactor at 3 Mile Island fails to close. Cooling water contaminated with radiation drained from the open valve into adjoining buildings, and the core began to dangerously overheat. 39 years ago today in 1983, Fred Jipp of Phoenix was sentenced to 28 years in prison for bigamy and fraud. He had married, get this, 104 women
Why?
in 27 states and 14 countries.
That sounds like so much work. Why would you do that to yourself?
Oh my!
He loved love.
Oh
Goodness.
my God.
He wanted to get it right.
Wow, how expensive was that?
38 years ago today, 1984, Bob Israel, owner of the once mighty Baltimore Colts, moved the team to Indianapolis without any sort of public announcement. I'm sorry, it's Irsay. Hired movers to pack up the team's offices in Owings Mills, Maryland, in the middle of the night while the city of Baltimore slept, and they became the Indianapolis Colts. 36 years ago today, in 1986, more than 6,000 radio stations of all formats simultaneously played We Are the World at 10:15 a.m. Eastern Time. 27 years ago today, 1995, shockingly, Julia Roberts and Lyle Lovett announced that they were separating after 21 months of marriage.
Never got over that.
Never did. 27 years ago today, 26 years ago today, in 1996, Phil Collins announced that he was leaving Genesis to concentrate on a solo career. Also 26 years ago today, in 1996, Stephen King published The Green Mile. The movie came out 3 years later. 22 years ago today, in 2000, Jimmy Page received an undisclosed settlement after suing Ministry Magazine in England's High Court. The magazine claimed that Page contributed to the death of Zeppelin drummer John Bonham. I never heard that story. Finally, 16 years ago today, in 2006, Duke University officials suspended the men's lacrosse team for 2 games. Following allegations, the team members sexually assaulted a stripper hired to perform at a party. 3 players were later charged with rape. The case became a national scandal impacted by issues of race, politics, and class. In April 2007, all charges against the young men were dropped due to lack of credible evidence, and the district attorney was eventually disbarred for his mishandling of the case. And that is what happened on March 28th in history.
Thank you, Jimmy. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. You can also text Francis at Real Radio 47142 or email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Who do we have on hold?
We got Kevin on the line. I think he's got a take on the Oscars. Kevin, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey. Yeah, what Will Smith did is wrong, and I think if he gets away with it, would you guys believe that he's just kind of perpetuating the horrible black on black violence? Tragic.
I don't know. I don't know if it's really a take on that.
I don't think so.
I didn't look at it that way.
No, not at all. I mean, this is a guy who just lost his temper, got very upset of somebody taking a shot at his wife. A joke. I don't think it matters anybody's race in this situation.
Well, I love Will Smith. He's a great actor. He lost it. He shouldn't have done that. It's a bad look for everybody.
No, I 100% agree. And whether it's real or not, I mean, there's still, I got a bunch of texts on the text line, and we'll get through that too, but people still, even with that audio and the video that was just released from the Australian version of the Academy Awards, which has them cussing, people still think it's a setup. So
they both don't need it. I mean, again, they're both massive stars. There's no need for that. And it's also on a night where, you know what, later in the evening, he got the greatest achievement as an actor. He gets an Oscar. I don't think it was obviously in any shape or form. It should have been done. It's bad behavior. You can't do that. And like I said, if anything, maybe talk to the gentleman or whoever it is after the show or during a break and say, hey, you know what? I really didn't appreciate that comment. Bothered me and my wife, and that's it. But not to hit him publicly. And now you're going to get all the outrage that he should be arrested because it's assault. So I don't think this is over, but I think the whole world,
it's just begun right now.
No.
Yeah, with everybody talking and the pressure that's going to be put on him and the Academy Award and Will Smith. I think something's going to happen.
And it might hurt his career. It might hurt his popularity. A lot of people, I mean, I'm seeing a lot of early polls and 70, 60%, 80% think he's 100% wrong for what he did.
So I did go through my text line at 47142, and you got to kick it off with Real Radio. So, of course, we have different opinions here. Somebody said anybody that thinks that was real has never been in a real fight. That was absolutely fake. Well, it wasn't necessarily a fight. It was him going up there and slapping him across the face is what that was. Here we go. Another person. You guys started to touch on it. They said if this was anyone else, it would have been cuffs right now. The fact that Will Smith is not having any charges against him is a prime example of rich privilege, is what they said. And then things which we've talked about. You can see in the video. It looks like Will Smith was laughing at the joke at first, then he looked over at his wife, and she gave him that look like, that's funny to laugh. Yeah. And he's like, man, I don't want it to be a long ride home tonight, so do something about that.
Yeah, you better do something.
Are you getting any other feedback, too, that she leaned and said something to him? Meaning Jada Pinkett Smith had leaned into Will Smith and said something to him?
No. I just see the eye roll.
I heard that, but I didn't see that in the video.
They pan over to her while he's doing the joke, and she's just like, she rolls her eyes. Like, there's no laughter whatsoever, but he's smiling.
At first.
And I think there was just that nudge, and maybe there was, and we just didn't see it. But something was definitely, he caught her, or maybe he saw her face, or she said something. Yeah, no, we all did, because it panned over to her.
Yeah.
But he's laughing, so I don't know what happened if he looked over and he was like, oh man, I got to stick up for her because she does not look happy. Somebody says, all right, so they have an open relationship and other people can bang his wife, but Chris Rock can't make a joke about her. That was something on there.
I heard that already.
Yeah.
Now, was she mad at him for laughing, or was she mad at the joke?
I think it was more mad at, I think probably both.
Probably both, right?
Probably both. And this is Rob from Jupiter. He was like, there are B-listers, A-listers, regular people, and then there's Greek. He is on his only list, the Greek list. And then somebody who's on Will's side said, I'm on Will's side. No matter time, place, or situation, you disrespect the wife. It's on like Donkey Kong. Sometimes people are brave in front of an audience and will take a cheap shot for a laugh at your expense. And besides, I ain't going home with a mad wife because I didn't defend her. Hell no. LOL. So that's what we have in the text line so far. A lot of people got an opinion of what happened at the Academy Awards last night. And I guess is that the only thing that happened? Was it just like a 5-minute long show and then they stopped?
That was it.
Okay, perfect.
They kept it on a loop after that.
I was going to say, I don't think Leo DiCaprio got mad at Amy Schumer for this.
And I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio, what can I even say about him? He's done so much to fight climate change and leave behind a cleaner, greener planet for his girlfriends. So many amazing filmmakers. I mean, Aaron Sorkin, a genius, truly, right? I mean, the innovation to make a movie about Lucille Ball without even a moment that's funny, it's like making a biopic about Michael Jordan and just showing the bus trips between games.
Which is pretty funny.
That was good.
The Leo one's solid. That's a good one.
Yeah. Leo's girlfriend's 23.
Well, that's why she said that.
Well, no,
all his girlfriends are like 23.
Yeah. He does. He likes that. It's big in Boca, too.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's what I hear.
Jimmy, have anybody else at home?
Yeah, we got Ron on the line. Ron, welcome to the Penthouse. You got to take on the Oscars, or you got something else for us, Ron?
Yeah, I'm going to do the Oscars. Good morning, by the way.
Good morning.
Honestly, I think that whole thing was really some stuff that's probably been brewing in Will for a while. I did see him laugh in the beginning, too, probably because he probably didn't know how he was going to respond. And it was just, I think it was an off-the-key joke. I think it was just like an unscripted joke that Chris Rock threw out. And it was just in poor taste, but it was bombing on its own. But I think when he looked at Jada and she had the foulest, nastiest look on her face,
Yeah.
I think it spun inside him because, listen, the last 3 years, he's been eating it over her relationship with that guy. That guy was making songs about their little thing, their little open relationship. I think Will just kind of like lost it for a minute, and Chris Rock is an easy mark. Like, if you're going to smack someone, he'd be the guy you could smack and get away with. And you could see when he sat down and when he cursed, you could see that look in his face that he's just fed up with years of nonsense. He's giving interviews. He's having to defend his wife, and he's doing this, and, oh, you guys. And I think he had a moment. I think at first he was going to laugh it off, and I think when she gave him a look like, you better not laugh it off, like he's like, oh, this girl got me in some stuff again. And I think he just had a moment. Sure. It was just a bad moment. And it was a bad timing because, like I said, I understand there's a big difference between people saying, oh, well, you got to defend your wife. Listen, you're at an Oscar party with comedians that make jokes, and you have to understand that. So you can't say, it's not like they're at a Walmart and some guy makes a joke about your wife and you go punch him in the mouth. That's not what you got to compare apples to apples. They're at an entertainment event, and when the comedians come up, they take shots at everybody, so you have to expect it. So I think this was some deep-seated crap that's been going on in his head for a couple of years, and I think him doing that movie where he was Serena's and Venus's dad, that dude was like militant, and he probably still had some of them thoughts in his head. You know, I think he just lost it for a minute. And it's like, I got to smack someone because I want to smack the dude that was banging my old lady, but I didn't get the opportunity because she was okay with it, and I allowed it. So you know what, Chris, bad luck got you tonight. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely not done. It was definitely incorrect. You can't do something like that. You got to act like an adult and a professional. And like you said, you're at the Oscars, one of the biggest events in the country and in the world. And millions of people are watching you, and that's the way you behave. And then when you accept, he got a speech, when he got his award, he just said a lot of different things, and it really wasn't what he just displayed about a half hour ago. So it's not good. I think it's going to hurt him in the long run with his career.
Yeah, I just, you wouldn't expect it out of him. And I think the only way he could save face, honestly, or not necessarily save face, because some people, is he should just say, hey, you know what, yeah, there's other things going on. I shouldn't have done it. He should come out and just kind of maybe be the bigger guy that since he wasn't last night and just be like, hey.
Yeah, well, he should. Yeah, he apologized in his speech, but he didn't apologize to Chris Rock.
No, he did not mention Chris's name whatsoever.
No. He did apologize to the Academy, but he didn't do that. And they were saying in another report this morning, a couple years ago, Chris Rock threw a couple comments about Will Smith, a couple movies he made that were bombs, and he made $20 million. And he should be ashamed of himself. So who knows? There could be bad blood there. Again, but you're there. You got to act the professional. I mean, and do the right thing. I think after the show, if you want to go up to somebody and talk to them and say, hey, I don't think that was a cool comment about my wife, girlfriend, whatever it is, that's what you do. But I don't think you put it on display like that.
I think he even said it in his acceptance speech. He kind of said that, you're expected to basically, and to sum it up, he basically said you're expected to eat the crap all the time and not react because you're in the public eye and this is what people do. And he basically said, well, I kind of, in a roundabout way, I got tired of eating it.
Yeah,
kind of like where I got it, where you could see the frustration in his face, like, I don't even know what to say. You know?
I mean, his wife made a face. There's no doubt about we've all been out with situations with people and, couples or whatever, and somebody could say something that ruffles somebody's feathers, and she definitely I saw her giving a look. She wasn't happy about it. But, again, being who he is and, he has to just realize that, he shouldn't do stuff like that, and he's not allowed. Nobody's allowed to put their hands on anybody. And now you're going to have the other aspect of people saying, should he be arrested? So we'll see. But we appreciate the call, and always thanks for listening to Real Radio.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
You too.
Take care, Ron. Thanks, man.
Yeah. So, and then of course people dissect like they like to tweets and stuff. So I guess before on, it was on his Instagram, on Will Smith's Instagram, he shared a video of himself and his wife, and they were like all in their red carpet attire. And he wrote on there, me and at Jada Pinkett Smith got all dressed up, and we choose chaos, is what he said, to choose chaos. So they're like, all right, did they know they were going to go there and they were going to kind of ruffle some feathers? Did they know that they were going to do something crazy beforehand?
You never know. I mean, again, I think it's real. But, hey, if you got an opinion, call us. Jimmy, we have somebody else on hold?
I wonder what the ratings were after that.
I'm sure great.
Yeah, because social media blows up. All of a sudden, people turn on. They're looking for the reaction. I don't know. We got Debbie on the line. Debbie, welcome to the Penthouse. You got a take on this, or you got something else, Debbie?
Yeah, I do. I think everybody's missing the obvious. comedians, it's okay for them to make fun of people, but when you start making fun of medical conditions, I think that's crossing the line.
We mentioned that,
You
Debbie.
know.
Right.
Oh, okay. I tuned in late then.
Yeah, we mentioned it.
No,
in the
no, it's all right.
No, but we did bring that up early about her.
Yeah, she's got alopecia.
Yeah.
Which makes you start losing your hair. And so, and I wonder if he was aware of that. I know she's been open about it. She's talked about it on her podcast. I don't know.
I don't know if
Because she's had before very short haircuts even before. So I don't. Did Chris Rock know that she was dealing with alopecia? And because if he did, and you still poke fun like you said, that's not cool.
See, I only know her with that hairstyle. You know?
What else you have?
I guess that was it.
That was it.
Thanks for the call, Debbie.
We appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, again, everybody's going to have an opinion on this. If you guys got an opinion, call us. 877-927-6969. It is the only time I think the Oscars in the last 20 years, like Jimmy said, people are talking about it. You will see that a trillion times on social media and all over the place, that video. You'll probably hear Down Goes Frazier. There will be a lot of memes out there already. I've seen a couple.
Oh, yeah. I saw them this morning already.
Yeah. They're going to be all over the place with that.
Jokes about the Prince of Bel Air, you know, he's got to leave now and go to his uncle's.
Yeah.
in Bel Air, yeah.
I mean, I think it's going to be obviously a big topic for the next couple of days, and we'll see if any charges are brought against them or what the Oscars say, if there is any situation with that. I don't think they'll take his Oscar away, just my opinion. But I think Will Smith today is waking up saying, man, I should have never did that. And maybe not. They said after they went to commercial, Denzel Washington went up to him, tried to talk to him, tried to calm him down. A couple other actors, I guess he's friends with. But at the heat of the moment, he just lost it. I mean, that's bad. I mean, we all lose it. There's all times you lose it. For him, unfortunately, I think he lost in front of millions and millions of people.
Well, I'll tell you what, if it was real, Chris Rock can take a hit.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
He had almost zero reaction to it.
Yeah, it was a slap.
And for that loud of a slap,
Yeah.
man, I tell you what, that'd put me down.
Yeah, that was a big slap. It definitely was. And I think, again, he was probably in shock. I think he really was. Like
Maybe. Our boy, I love Johnny. He texted me and he said that Chris Rock reacted like somebody that's been smacked a few times before. So maybe that's it.
never
Maybe
know.
he's taken it a few times.
He knows.
Hey, as a comedian, I bet you they probably get slapped more than they want to.
yeah. I mean,
Because you're definitely going to take on somebody
yeah, I mean,
with your
again,
jokes.
Yeah, you're right. I definitely think that it was real, but that's just my opinion.
Who's the one who would always get hit? But he was just so obnoxious. Glasses, blonde hair, and he used to have a couple TV shows, but every time he went out in public, Andy Dick.
Oh,
that dude would always get knocked out everywhere he went.
Rightfully so. That dude had a mouth on him.
He did.
You think Chris Rock was bad?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Andy Dick, he would poke the bear.
Yeah, and it wasn't slap. That guy got full on punch in the face everywhere he went. Yeah. People couldn't handle him.
No, definitely did.
Yeah, that's good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
And then we have somebody who texted in on this at 47142 said, I love comedy and laughter is good medicine, but I personally don't have a problem with anyone standing up for their loved ones. Chris poking fun at a physical ailment that Jada is going through is no different from him making fun of someone in the audience with Down syndrome. The joke was in very poor taste and the slap was well deserved. Now listen, I think we're all on the side that yes, you should not poke fun of anybody with a medical condition, anybody's wife, anything like that. Like you always got to have each other's back. I think if this was real, there's just a different way to handle it.
Sure. There's no doubt about it. There's always ways to handle things the right way and the wrong way, and professionally.
Yes.
And when you're there, again, if somebody bothers you, I would have went up to him after the show or during a break and just say, hey, you know what? I really wasn't cool with that. She's offended. I would appreciate if you don't say anything. Now, if he comes back after that, then that's a different situation. Then it's you guys, but you're off camera. And as an actor, an actress, or a ball player, politician, you have to realize you're always on camera. And people are watching you and judging you and, having an opinion about the way you behave. Last night was not a great way for him to behave. Now, I'm sure he's going to have it out some statements today. I'm sure Chris Rock's going to say something today. Maybe Chris Rock will stay quiet. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he already has. They're asking him if he's going to press charges. He said not. But you know what? We kept on saying there is a possibility it still can happen. Yeah. It's saying that the Academy is still investigating the situation. Right. So who knows? Right.
I don't know what they're investigating. If it was real, he walked up and slapped him. I mean, what are you going to investigate? I mean, it's done. What are you going to call the SWAT team? Come on in, look at this. It's done. You saw it. He got upset and he cracked them.
They have to investigate the ratings.
Yeah.
The ratings went up, Jimmy. Like you said, after that, Next year, you're going to have
clearly the bigger awards happened afterwards, correct?
I believe you're
right. So, I mean, if
the ratings still sucked, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's early reports. The ratings. This is getting a lot of pub, but we're going back and watching the clips of it.
You're right.
But the whole Academy Awards, so far reports are saying that it was a bomb.
I mean, nobody even knew it was on. I mean, even last night when people were talking about
I
it.
think we heard about it on Friday and we didn't even really get much into it, like what pictures or anything, or maybe it was even Thursday. I remember we did just mention it briefly, but not that, and again, ratings were bad, but did they go up after this happened?
I'm sure
if social media was a buzz, hey, if one person did see it and they put it out on social, really? Will Smith, cracked Chris Rock like that, whether or not they went up afterwards.
And the other thing, too, it's two actors or actor in a comedian who are very famous. Like, it's not somebody who you may not know.
B-listers or anything like
they're,
that.
They're A-listers, so it adds to it. I saw one thing somebody said Will Smith did that if The Rock had jokes about his wife. You're going to hear all different stuff about it and comments about it. And again, you guys could jump in. Love to hear your opinion. There's no opinion that's wrong. 877-927-6969. And I sort of agree with Franny on this. I mean, I don't know if Chris Rock was even aware that his wife had a medical condition. It might not be known.
And she has talked about it on her podcast.
Well, he might not follow her.
Yes.
He might not even know.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know till we read about this morning. I just always assumed she wore her hair short.
Yeah.
That's just a style some people wear.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, if he knew, then
she actually looks great with short hair, and that's not usually something that I find on a woman.
Yeah. A lot of people can't pull that off. But again, it's one of those situations where I think he definitely, to me, it was real. We got some Florida stories come up. Franny, you got anything to top this?
I don't know. I feel like this is going to be the topper on all the Florida stories.
What the California?
Good one, Jimmy. Nice.
Yeah, but we have a couple incidents. I posted a video. If you go to realradio921.com, it's a story that broke out next week, but this is an uncensored body cam footage video of a woman who she did something pretty crazy to a deputy.
Ooh.
Let's say, pretty crazy to a deputy. I'll fill you in. You're going to want to check that out. And watch the video now, realradio921.com on the Penthouse blog. And that is coming up on your What the Florida right here on the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1.
Proving that some of us have a face for radio. Go to realradio921.com/watch so you can watch us make radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're seeing mostly sunny skies across the area on this Monday morning. Nice and cool out there for us too. 50s and 60s to get our morning started. But we're going to warm quickly and we're headed towards the low to mid 80s later today. Staying mostly sunny and dry. Rain chances don't increase until the end of the week.
This report is sponsored by the Ben Ferguson Podcast.
Coming up on the Ben Ferguson Podcast, if Hunter Biden is indicted, and there's a very good chance he will be, it could open up a whole can of worms for Joe Biden. How bad could it get? I'm going to give you those details all week on the Ben Ferguson Podcast. Download it now.
Slip and falls can be embarrassing, leaving you in pain and feeling like you've lost control. I'm Glenn Levine from the law offices of Anajar and Levine. After a fall, document the scene by taking photographs. Make sure to get medical attention for any injuries you may have. If you've been injured in a slip and fall, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
Office in West Palm Beach.
It's Palm Beach Harley's pre-owned spring clearance sale this week. Hundreds of Harleys tagged with liquidation pricing. Good credit, bad credit, or no credit. 100% of applications accepted. Save thousands this week. Only at Palm Beach Harley's pre-owned spring clearance sale. Ends this Sunday. On approved credit.
The podcast, What's Your Problem, dives deep into new technology and the challenges facing people at the top of their field. On each episode, Jacob Goldstein, former co-host of NPR's Planet Money, speaks with the entrepreneurs and engineers creating innovations in medicine, artificial intelligence, and more.
We didn't have a particular technology. We didn't have a business model. We didn't have a way of making money. It was a great way to start a company. I highly recommend it.
Listen to What's Your Problem on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Wow, what a week. Yesterday, I was supposed to sign my first mortgage, but there was this huge car accident on my commute. The bridge that led to the nearest First Republic Bank was closed. Traffic was bumper to bumper. It seemed impossible I'd be able to get there by the end of the business day. I was freaked. I had no idea what would happen if I didn't sign the papers on time. So then I get a call from my personal banker. He says Dennis from the nearest First Republic has a bike and is en route. No kidding. So this guy shows up, has me sign the documents, and takes them back to First Republic Bank on a bike. I mean, if that's not service, I'm not sure what is. So thanks, First Republic. You helped me get my first home under unbelievable circumstances.
Personalized service, customized solutions, quick decisions. At First Republic, it's a privilege to serve you. Visit our Palm Beach, Jupiter, or Palm Beach Gardens offices. FirstRepublic.com. First Republic Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Not sure which college savings plan you can trust? Get with the plan that more than 1 million families have saved with. Florida 529 prepaid plans are flexible, affordable options that let you start saving for just $45 a month. You just pick the plan that's right for your budget, and we manage the rest for you. Plus, your investment is guaranteed by the state of Florida, so you can never lose your money. And if the cost of tuition goes up more than originally projected, Florida Prepaid covers the difference, guaranteed. Open enrollment ends April 30th. Earn up to $500 in college savings and enroll for free today.
There's a lot of personal injury lawyer ads out there, but this is the only one you need to remember. It's zipclaims.com. Perfect for car accidents, slip and falls, and homeowner insurance claims. See, personal injury lawyers take 30 to 40% of the money they recover for you. That's money that should be going in your pocket, not theirs. And thanks to COVID, it could take 3 to 5 years for your case to go to trial. That's too long. So if you're looking for a fast and fair resolution to your case, use zipclaims.com. Hi, I'm attorney John Broder, and other lawyers charge you 30 to 40% regardless of whether your case settles or goes to trial. That's not fair, which is why I started zipclaims.com, where you can use our software for free and keep 100% of your settlement money. 96% of cases settle, so yours probably will too. Don't hire an expensive lawyer who's going to overcharge you to settle your case. Visit zipclaims.com. Restrictions apply, so visit zipclaims.com to see if your claim qualifies. Visit zipclaims.com today.
This is an important notice to consumers facing $10,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt. You're not required to pay it all back because there are special programs now in effect that will significantly reduce the amount you will owe if you qualify. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. These programs, which the credit card companies like to keep secret, exist to aid American consumers struggling with overwhelming credit card debt by offering tremendous savings and real debt relief. Accredited Debt Relief has established a special hotline for you to call and learn what savings you qualify for. They've helped qualify consumers with over $1 billion in debt and are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. So don't wait. Get the relief you need during these hard economic times. For this free information, call the Accredited Debt Relief Hotline now. Call 800-885-7788. 800-885-7788. That's 800-885-7788.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Looking pretty good along 95 in Palm Beach County. Just the one crash with emergency vehicles blocking right lane exit ramp northbound 95 Okeechobee Boulevard. Had some issues southbound 95. South Boca, this is for folks heading into Broward County, but no lanes blocked there. Turnpike accident-free. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Ben Ferguson Podcast.
Coming up on the Ben Ferguson Podcast, if Hunter Biden is indicted, and there's a very good chance he will be, it could open up a whole can of worms for Joe Biden. How bad could it get? I'm going to give you those details all week on the Ben Ferguson Podcast. Download it now.
feature. All you have to do is search for Real Radio 92.1. You're going to see a little microphone icon. Click on it, and you can leave us a voice message. And if it is something that we can air, which means it's got no curse words, and it's proper, then we will play it on air. So it's a really cool new feature.
Don't Will Smith us.
No, please don't Will Smith us. And of course, you have so many ways to get in touch with us. You can call us at 877-927-6969. You can email. That's Jimmy@realradio921.com. And of course, you can text us at 47142. Started off with Real Radio. Hello and happy Monday. This is Franny. Of course, we have Jimmy with us.
Hello and good morning.
And G-Man. Hi, Greek.
Yeah, I just got back from the Oscars. Sorry.
Oh, wow. That was quick.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So you were here, went to the Oscars, and then came back?
Just came back.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy.
You had to do some investigating? Is that what happened?
Well, I'm not investigating. I've made up my opinion.
Okay.
The phone lines are open after Franny has some Florida stories. If you guys want to get back involved with last night's thoughts, if you have an opinion on what happened last night with Will Smith and Chris Rock. It is Florida Stories.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, Florida man stories aren't always in Florida because the Florida man likes to venture. He likes to go, he's nationwide. And this Florida man decided to go to Knoxville, Tennessee. And this is where this guy got upset about something. So officers responded to the University Liquors and Fine Wine. And the reason why is because the business lost power. So the person who called investigators said the power went out in the building. And when he went outside to see what was going on, he saw a man tampering with the electrical box who then took off running. So they said that when they went to look at it, the electrical box was busted and there were sparks flying out of it. They identified this guy, 44-year-old Charles Marion Fields. And I guess he was seen, he is the suspect, he was seen walking by the business just minutes later after that. The caller then confronted Fields, telling him he was not leaving until police arrived. He refused to stay, of course. He was like, why am I going to hang out until the cops come? He refused to stay and reportedly hit the caller during the altercation. Fields continued to try and fight him, and he ended up fleeing the scene before police arrived. Well, officers arrived shortly after they were told that Fields refused service, and this is what happened. So Fields was refused service from the University Liquors early that day because he was so wasted. And I know refusing service behind a bar and stuff, but I guess at a liquor store you can do the same thing. Like,
Sure. Yep.
So
Tapioca.
Tapioca's right. Yes. Yep. Tapioca City. So so he was refused service. They said he smelled strongly of alcohol, slurred speech, admitted that he was drinking for a long time. Witnesses verified. Yep. They were like, yep, that's him. So since he was not allowed to buy anything at the liquor store, he was like, all right, well, I'm going to get rid of your power. And that's exactly what he did.
Wow.
Yep. The cops were able to catch up to him, and he was arrested.
That's a different take, man. You don't hear that many times. Somebody gets stopped from drinking, then they shut the power off.
Yep, that's what he did. He cut the power to the liquor store.
He said, you cut off my liquor, I'm going to cut off your power.
That's a strong move.
That is.
That's a very strong move, yes.
They're out of business.
So this was a story that happened last week, but now we have new footage, and man, it is scary. RealRadio921.com on the Penthouse blog. And I believe, this is 1017 land. St. Lucie County Sheriffs.
Hup, hup.
And I don't know if we want to hup up this.
No, not representing in the Treasure Cove.
Leah Michelle Day is definitely representing something, but she's being held on a charge of attempted premeditated first-degree murder of a law enforcement officer.
Oh, no, then.
So this happened. She crashed her car down an embankment, and this was along South Indian River Drive. And there was a deputy, obviously, who responded. Rushed to the scene to help, right? Uniformed patrol deputy rushed to the scene. And you can hear the dialogue, but it's like, hey, what's going on? The deputy asked the woman as she's walking along. She was like, I don't know, is how she replied. I don't know what's going on. He's like, were you in a crash? So the woman was obviously in distress. And she started to walk the other direction. He was like, hold on, what are you doing? Hold on. And then she starts crying. And she's like, I'm scared. She had her hands behind her back, too, which was very weird. So the deputy asked her to walk up the stairs, which she did. They say seconds later, she turned around and lunged at the deputy, stabbing him in his neck.
Oh, God.
The sheriff's office said that Golangelo was the deputy, ended up firing his gun at her, but she ran away from the area. So the whole time he's like holding pressure on his neck wound, continuing to search for her. He radioed for help. They said that other deputies did respond to the scene and were able to find and arrest her. He had to have surgery since the knife attack nicked his main artery, but they said he's fine and he's already home, so he's going to be okay. Yeah, he's going to be okay. They're super thankful for the doctors and nurses at Lawnwood Hospital for their great care they have provided for Deputy Colangelo, and they say he's at home resting comfortably right now. But yes, if you did not, I saw some pictures last week, but we got the body cam footage of this insane incident. And then finally, we have another drunk Florida man. And this drunk Florida man did a little whoopsies to himself. 21-year-old Xavier Matthews was attempting a car burglary in a parking lot. And this was in Jacksonville, Florida, when the accident happened. It looks like the officers found him lying in a ditch after he's trying to break into a car. His witnesses said at the scene that he was very intoxicated and he's trying to break into strangers' vehicles. And they were able to identify him, by the way, through fingerprints, and he was found to have 2 active warrants. But I guess during the incident, he accidentally shot himself.
Oh, well. It's okay. I'm drunk. Doesn't hurt.
That hurts, I think.
He accidentally shot himself, ran away, was found lying in a ditch. Cops found him. I mean, the guy's bleeding. It's just, very crazy situation. Well, this dope, by the way, besides shooting himself on accident, he was arrested and charged with breaching probation, carrying a concealed weapon, and armed robbery, and he has remained in custody. They say he's not eligible for bail. I'm guessing as the active warrants and probation and stuff like that.
I would imagine.
That's what I'm guessing. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. We do it twice a show, 10:05 and 12:05. It is the Penthouse. On the table today is the situation last night that happened in the Oscars. If you have an opinion, call us, 877-927-6969. You can also text us. A lot of activity there today, Real Radio 47142. And, of course, you can email Jimmy at realradio921.com. We'll come back, and I'll tell you about a company who does not want Duke to win it all in the Penthouse. Peace.
We're everywhere you need to be. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny as we move throughout our Monday. Temperatures will be warming towards the low to mid 80s later on today. Skies continue to stay clear with high pressure and dry air in place. We'll stay warm again for the day on Tuesday, but it becomes much windier heading into the day Wednesday and Thursday.
This report is sponsored by Mucinex 12 Hour. Mucinex DM's bilayer tablet allows for immediate and extended release, relieving both wet and dry coughs and loosening chest congestion for 12 hours. Mucinex is your trusted partner to help relieve cough and chest congestion and get your body back into control. Available at Walmart.
Dell's semi-annual sale is the perfect opportunity for a significant business upgrade. Save up to 45% on Dell computers with Windows 11 Pro and get an easy start to your workday. Plus, enjoy special pricing on Dell docks, monitors, servers, and more, all with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. Speak to a Dell Technologies advisor today to find the right tech for your business with fast free shipping. Call 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents.
And Doug.
Don't you just love the smell of old books? Shh, this is a library. Sorry, ma'am. We're looking for a book titled Liberty Mutual Customizes Your Car Insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I don't think we carry that, but check nonfiction.
He really does devour literature.
Please leave.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Paid for by government.com.
Have you heard? The United States Mint has issued the Morgan Silver Dollar for the first time in 100 years. Not only that, but they are also minted in 99.9% pure silver for the first time ever in history. Coin experts are calling this an amazing opportunity for anyone that knows the enduring popularity of Morgans. But you must hurry. Only 175,000 legal tender silver dollars were issued. These Morgan Silver Dollars are brand new, bright and shiny legal tender coins minted by the iconic Philadelphia Mint. Just call 1-800-973 973-3098, and you are guaranteed a new 99.9% pure silver Morgan dollar. The first time in history this has happened. But with limited quantities, you must call now to order. To learn more, call 1-800-973-3098. If you order now, you will receive a free collector bonus, a $25 value free with every order. Call 1-800-973-3098 now to secure your new Morgan silver dollars before they are gone. That's 1-800-973-3098.
You ever feel like when you're at work, everything you say sounds like this because you're completely unstimulated and you don't care?
But then, when you're talking to your friends about things you're truly interested in and passionate about, you sound like you're alive and loving every moment of it.
Then maybe you should try podcasting with Spreaker from iHeart. It's the easiest way to podcast and get paid for it. Just head over to Spreaker.com, Spreaker, and start your voyage from ugh
to woo!
Overwhelmed by the thought of saving for 4 years of college? Get with the plan that gives you financial flexibility. A Florida prepaid 1-year university plan is an affordable plan that lets you buy 4 years at a university in 1-year increments. So buy 2 years now, 2 later, or 1 year now and 3 later. You buy based on your budget. Remember, 1 year saved today means 1 less year your child will have to pay for tomorrow. Open enrollment ends April 30th. Earn up to $500 in college savings and enroll for free today.
Tobacco-Free Florida knows how hard it is to quit nicotine, which is why we offer different quit options to choose from for free, like 24/7 quit coaches available over the phone and free 2-week starter kits of quit aids. We're even experimenting with 80s pop music.
I'm giving you up, giving you up, giving you up. I'm letting you go, I'm letting you never come back to smoke. I'll never come back to smoke. I'll never come back. I'm giving you up.
Or maybe we'll just stick to the ways we know work. Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com or call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW for free nicotine patches.
The Special Olympics USA Games is my time to shine, and Jersey Mike's Day of Giving is yours. Grab a sub on Wednesday, March 30th, and all sales will be donated to the Games. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Right now, many Americans who have received both of their initial COVID-19 vaccinations are wondering if they should bother getting a booster shot. We asked Dr. Sarah Stevens, the Network Medication Safety Officer for Honor Health in Scottsdale, about the importance of vaccines and booster shots.
You for sure need the vaccination, and you for sure need the booster shot if you're in the age group that applies. We know the effectiveness is much greater with that booster. It's really needed. I get people's opinion that, the cases are coming down. We probably are close to herd immunity with everyone that's been infected or is vaccinated. Like, why should I bother? When you compare vaccinated versus unvaccinated, those who are unvaccinated are 5 times more likely to even get COVID. And I know that people that are vaccinated can get it, but if you are not vaccinated, you're 5 times more likely to get it. You're like 16 times more likely to get hospitalized when you get it. And then you're close to like 70 times more likely to die.
To find COVID-19 vaccines and boosters near you, check out vaccines.gov.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Looking pretty good along 95 in Palm Beach County. Just the one crash with emergency vehicles blocking a right lane exit ramp northbound 95 Okeechobee Boulevard. Had some issues southbound 95. South Boca, this is for folks heading into Broward County, but no lanes blocked there. Turnpike accident-free. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Ben Ferguson Podcast.
Coming up on the Ben Ferguson Podcast, if Hunter Biden is indicted, and there's a very good chance he will be, it could open up a whole can of worms for Joe Biden. How bad could it get? I'm going to give you those details all week on the Ben Ferguson Podcast. Download it now.
Calling all jokesters, April Fools, and all-around punny people. This week on the free iHeartRadio app, the joke's on you. No, literally, we're handing you the mic to tell us your favorite joke. Just open the free iHeart app and tap 24/7 Comedy Radio. When you're ready for the spotlight, tap the mic, record your joke, and send it. Then listen to hear yourself on
Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio.
came in like a lamb and left like a lion, or one of those. We got a lot on the table. And remember, if you have an opinion on the Will Smith, Chris Rock pay-per-view fight, let us know. Call us, 877-927-6969. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hello, hello. Happy Monday.
And I think we have somebody on hold.
Yeah, we got our buddy Nate on the line. Peaches, what's going on, pal?
Peaches.
Good morning, Penthouse. I have maybe a more measured take about some of this Will Smith, Chris Rock stuff, right? Because, like, I agree Will Smith was wrong, and you can't be, out there slapping people like that and everything. There are some consequences that come with that. But I think people are getting a little out over their skis with the whole, like, well, that's assault. Yeah, it is. And you know what? Chris Rock doesn't feel like pressing charges, and I don't know that in most situations, if the aggrieved party doesn't feel like pressing charges, I don't think it's the state's responsibility to force the issue at that point, right? So the fact that, like, a non-celebrity could end up getting arrested even if the other party doesn't want to press charges really speaks to the fact that, like, maybe we need a little bit of criminal justice reform in the country in that way, and not necessarily, well, we should just send more people to jail.
No, you're going deep on this. I understand your point, but if it was a regular person, what people are saying is they would be arrested. Like, say you smack me in public, you go to jail. I wouldn't press charges because I would let you give me money on the side.
Yeah, well, I know you would let me give you money on the side. Hey, you had no problem letting me pay for lunch the other day, too.
You lost the bet.
Oh, did he pay up? I thought the lunch was coming into the studio. Like when me and you had a bet, Greek got lunch too. So now when you guys place a bet, it's just G-Man gets lunch. I see how it is, Greek.
That's not how it went down. No, that's not how it went down.
No, actually, it was pretty funny because we met up and he was like, I'll drive, I'll take us over to lunch. So I get in the car, he drives over to Louis Bossie's, and we go over there and we sit down and we're having lunch. And I placed my order, he placed his order, the antipasta comes, we eat that, we're waiting on the entree to come. He gets a phone call and he gets up from the table and he walks away to take the phone call. And I'm sitting there. And Jimmy, you remember on Saturday the whole time he's just like, I forgot Nate was on.
Yeah. Happened a couple times, actually. Oh, Nate's still on the line?
Oh, like on hold with you guys?
No, yeah. He's actually on air with us. We're talking, and we get sidetracked in one of our stories, like it usually happens.
Squirrel,
but then we forgot that Nate was on the line.
And I was like, Nate's still on the line.
Oh, Nate's still
Whoops.
on?
So then I think the same thing happened when he got this phone call at lunch, because I swear to you, a good 20 minutes goes by, right? And the food comes, I've taken a few bites, I'm looking around, I'm like, what? And the food I thought was taking a while, so I mean, a good amount of time's gone by.
Right.
And I'm thinking, did this guy really just go to lunch with me and then just walk out on the whole thing? So he drove. Next thing you know, I got visions of oh my God, he's going to. So he texts me and he's like, take my car. I had something come up, blah, blah.
Oh, he did leave.
Oh, he left you.
He left without even saying bye?
Oh, that's not the story I got.
Wow. You didn't even go up to him and be like, hey, I got to go. I got something came up. You just left.
I didn't actually leave. I walked away from the restaurant.
So you left.
Walked away or drove?
He was in his car. So you left. Unless you're a Flintstone.
Walked away in his car.
Yeah, you're not using your feet.
So how hot is she?
I totally forgot Nate. I was there with Nate. I did. I totally.
And you ordered lunch. So, so you got stuck with the tab, basically, is what you're saying. You unwillingly bought lunch because he left you.
Well, that was the bet, right?
Oh, God.
Well, I didn't think it was the bet, but I threw it in. I saw that's the bet. Don't worry about it.
And so it made him feel better about what he did. He was like, that's the bet.
Oh, I see.
Because you owed me lunch.
Okay.
So I left.
Yeah, Nate, I forgot you were there. I apologize. She was cute, by the way.
Yeah, I figured as much.
But we hooked up a little while later. And,
all right.
You and Nate, or you and the girl?
No, me and Nate.
Oh, okay.
Both. We hooked up for a cigar.
Sure which one it was.
Yeah. A little Jada Pinkett Smith going on here.
No.
So I don't want Will Smith coming over here and slapping Greek. You're not say that. Keep her name out of your mouth, Jimmy.
Yeah. I didn't say anything. Will, if you're listening.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Bleeping mouth.
Blanket mouth.
You know, Nate's still on the line here.
Oh, hey, Nate, what's up?
Nate, I thought you thought, because I heard a rumor last night. I don't know if it's true.
Oh, boy.
No, seriously, that Hard Knocks is going to be about the Detroit Lions. Is that true?
That is correct.
Okay, that's why I thought you called.
We might get the cover and Dan Campbell's biting somebody's kneecap off on camera.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And that's going to be a bomb of Hard Knocks. Maybe if you get involved for some cameos. But yeah, I heard that last night. Somebody told me the Lions got Hard Knocks. We'll see. Maybe it'll be good. You never know. But I thought you'd probably be excited about that.
You know what? To be honest with you, I'm glad they haven't done Hard Knocks yet, and I hope this is the last time they do Hard Knocks for a while. That show doesn't move the needle for me as much as it does for some, and I think it ends up proving to be just one more thing that a team has to deal with in preparation for a season. It's just an unnecessary added burden.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's a distraction.
Yeah, but again, it's good, PR for the Lions because they don't get a lot of love. Maybe people will find out that there is a football team in Detroit by this show. So I think that's a good thing.
There is a football team in Detroit. Yeah, there is. But I think that Dan Campbell's got good personality. Because I think some of the stuff that comes up in the press conferences, I think that's really him. I don't think he's putting on. I don't think that's him. A lot of the stuff you talk about on the radio is real radio. That's not you putting on, and I don't think Dan Campbell's putting on when he's up there in front of the podium. I think that's him.
Oh, that's his personality. There's no doubt about it. And this weekend was the NFL owners meetings in Palm Beach at Breakers.
Was it?
Yeah, so you should have maybe stopped by. You could have saw the owner of the Lions and maybe sat down with him. Said, hey, I'm Nate. I'm your biggest fan in the South Florida.
I was too busy trying to buy you lunch.
No, that's true. Well, Nate, don't worry about it.
Because you walked off.
Yeah, there's no scorecard with friends. Remember that.
There shouldn't be. There shouldn't be.
Bingo.
There's no scorecard. But if I recall Thursday night, you had a nice dinner on me. So,
but I thought there was no scorecard here.
Yeah, exactly.
He legit says there's no scorecard and then brings up, well, I paid for dinner last time.
Yeah.
That's what we call scorecard. You just basically.
Of course I'm kidding. There is a scorecard.
Oh, yeah.
Of course I'm kidding.
Real radio.
Yeah.
So stick it, Nate.
Yeah, Nate. What just happened?
Stick it like he stuck you with the check, Nate.
Wow.
And I know your birthday's coming up, so I won't make it up to you.
Aren't you glad you called?
You're the best, Peaches.
No, don't worry about.
You know what? That nickname really used to inspire me when somebody used to call it to me. But when you say it, I got to tell you, it takes it to a whole new level. Calling me Peaches. You're the best, brother. We'll talk soon. Thanks for the call.
You guys too. Peace.
Peace. Detroit Lions are going to be on Hard Knocks. Does that excite you? Call us. 877-927-6969. I doubt it.
He calls himself Peaches when he calls it.
Oh, okay. But he's taking a shot at me.
Does he call you Peaches? So you guys are both Peaches? Is that how that works?
No, he's calling himself Peaches, but he's taking a shot at me for somebody that I...
Yes, the chef.
Yeah, she used to call me Peaches. So that's why he's taking a shot. Because I was out with him one time, and she called me, and I had her on speakerphone. I just answered her phone, and she was like, hey, Peaches. And he was like, Peaches? I'm like, yeah, that's my nickname. I stood up. Yeah, right. It is the Greek. It is Jimmy. It is Francis. This is a Monday. It's the day after the Oscars, and for the first time in about 30 years, the Oscars got a little buzz, but it's not who. I bet you if you went up to 10 people today, 9 people cannot tell you who won Best Picture. But they
Coda.
I don't even know.
Coda.
Couldn't tell you.
Only reason why I know is because I get TMZ alerts on my phone, and this morning I read Coda.
Yeah, I have no clue.
I don't even know what it's about.
I was going to say, what is Coda?
It is a movie that won an Academy Award for Best Picture.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I mean, I think most people talk about Will Smith and Chris Rock. I don't think most people know who won any of the awards. It is the Penthouse. We'll come back with a trifecta. And if you guys got an opinion on it, keep the train going. Choo-choo, baby. Choo-choo. And don't forget, we're on Real Radio TV, sponsored by Monroe's of Palm Beach. Always love Monroe's. Always a great time. Thank you so much, Monroe's, for being part of us for a long time. Since day one, the Penthouse went on. Monroe's was our #1 sponsor.
I was there Saturday giving them some money.
Nice.
Yeah.
I heard.
Did you?
Yep.
All right.
Very, very nice of you to do that.
You're so welcome.
It is the Penthouse. We'll be back. Peace.
Letting you in on what girls talk about when the boys are not around. It's Pillow Talk with Franny and Megan. Hear the latest episode right now on RealRadio921.com/Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk with Franny and Megan. Saturday and Sunday nights at 10 on Real Radio 92.1.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny as we move throughout our Monday. Temperatures will be warming towards the low to mid 80s later on today. Skies continue to stay clear with high pressure and dry air in place. We'll stay warm again for the day on Tuesday, but it becomes much windier heading into the day Wednesday and Thursday.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's best deals are happening now. Save up to $500 on top-selling brands. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying purchases. And don't forget hot buys like up to 50% off select queen beds. Shop now and save.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents. And Doug.
Don't you just love the smell of old books?
Shh, this is a library.
Sorry, ma'am. We're looking for a book titled Liberty Mutual Customizes Your Car Insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I don't think we carry that, but check nonfiction.
He really does devour literature.
Please leave.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hi, my name's Joe Cordell. Sometimes in divorce, courts require the higher earner to pay to the other party what's called spousal support or alimony. Usually this order can be modified in certain circumstances, but such modifications are often complicated and are best entrusted to attorneys that are well acquainted with such matters. You're not alone.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and by appointment only in Dadeland. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Y-Green financing may not be available in all areas and is subject to terms and conditions.
Hey there, it's Jody for Reese Windows and Doors. You know, right now you can get 100% financing and no payments until March of 2024, regardless of your credit when you finance with Y-Green using Extend Pay. And if you text Windows to 20129, you'll be entered to win $15,000 in new replacement windows. Standard message and data rates may apply. Text Windows to 20129 or go to reesewindows.com.
The True Crime Podcast, What Happened to Sandy Beale, investigates the alarming death of a young woman who dreamed of a career in law enforcement. Journalist Melissa Jeltsin untangles the mystery at the heart of the investigation, revealing a troubling pattern by officials close to the case.
I didn't take any of that crap because I could tell that they were hiding something.
Listen to What Happened to Sandy Beale on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Tobacco-Free Florida has many free ways to help you quit nicotine. From free 2-week starter kits of Quit Aids to free cessation services like Phone Quit and Group Quit. We're even trying out new motivational tactics.
You're the greatest quitter. He's tobacco's greatest quitter. He's tobacco's greatest quitter of all.
Or maybe we'll just stick to the ways we know work. Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com or call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW for free nicotine patches.
If you've been involved in a car accident, call me, Glenn Levine, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 and take back control of your life.
Office in West Palm Beach.
This is an important notice to consumers facing $10,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt. You're not required to pay it all back because there are special programs now in effect that will significantly reduce the amount you will owe if you qualify. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. These programs, which the credit card companies like to keep secret, exist to aid American consumers struggling with overwhelming credit card debt by offering tremendous savings and real debt relief. Accredited Debt Relief has established a special hotline for you to call and learn what savings you qualify for. They've helped qualify consumers with over $1 billion in debt and are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. So don't wait. Get the relief you need during these hard economic times. For this free information, call the Accredited Debt Relief Hotline now. Call 800-885-7788. 800-885-7788. That's 800-885-7788.
Need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters. Shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. And right now, save 45% off any order. Just use code RADIO at checkout. Blindster.com.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents. And Doug.
Don't you just love the smell of old books?
Shh, this is a library.
Sorry, ma'am. We're looking for a book titled Liberty Mutual Customizes Your Car Insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I don't think we carry that, but check nonfiction.
He really does devour literature.
Please leave.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Dell's semi-annual sale is the perfect opportunity for a significant business upgrade. Save up to 45% on Dell computers with Windows 11 Pro and get an easy start to your workday. Plus, enjoy special pricing on Dell docks, monitors, servers, and more, all with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. Speak to a Dell Technologies advisor today to find the right tech for your business with fast free shipping. Call 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
This is Alec Baldwin. The new season of my podcast, Here's the Thing, is returning on iHeartRadio. It's my chance to talk to artists, policymakers, and performers, like comedian Tim Dillon.
I couldn't tell you my congressman. I know every maitre d' of every restaurant. I know who's working Craig's. I know who's working all the places I want to go. Who's at El Pastel?
When I'm in town, you come with me. We're going to go to Craig's. Listen to Here's the Thing with me, Alec Baldwin, on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Looking pretty good along 95 in Palm Beach County. Just the one crash with emergency vehicles blocking a right lane exit ramp northbound 95 Okeechobee Boulevard. Had some issues southbound 95. South Boca, this is for folks heading into Broward County, but no lanes blocked there. Turnpike accident-free. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Ben Ferguson Podcast.
Coming up on the Ben Ferguson Podcast, if Hunter Biden is indicted, and there's a very good chance he will be, it could open up a whole can of worms for Joe Biden. How bad could it get? I'm going to give you those details all week on the Ben Ferguson Podcast. Download it now.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yeah, you're back in the Penthouse on a Monday. Good morning, everybody. Hope you had a very nice weekend. And if you did, great. If you didn't, there's another one behind you. Don't forget, Florida Derby this weekend. Woohoo! That's going to be cool. April 2nd, day after April Fool's Day. And are you planning any April Fool's jokes? Maybe that was one last night at the Oscars. We'll see what happens. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hey there.
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creepy Trifecta.
There are reports out that less than 1% of people got the Final Four correct. I'm pretty surprised about that because for these teams, two of them, I mean, Kansas was number 1 seed. Duke was a 2 seed, I believe. Now, North Carolina was deep. I think they were 8 or 9. And Villanova, I think, was a 3 or 4. But I'm surprised only 1% has had these right of all the brackets that were available for a couple big events, big sporting places like the Four Letter Network and FanDuel and stuff like that, less than 1%. And again, it's going to be Carolina against Duke. Duke's a 4.5-point favorite. And then also it's going to be Kansas against Villanova. And Villanova lost one of their point guards, torn ACL, so that's bad. That's going to hurt them. I think Kansas rock and rolls there, even though I want to see Villanova win. And there was a gentleman that FanDuel took $300,000 from before the tournament started on Duke at 17-1 to win it all. And if he wins that, he'll win $5.1 million. So if you know this guy, kiss his ass.
All right.
Be his friend. Do whatever you got to do. We just mentioned this, and I'm surprised about this. But Hard Knocks is going to have Detroit Lions this year. That's going to be on HBO. That's been going on for a long, long time on HBO. It's an in-depth reality show about the teams in training camp, what they go through, a couple preseason games, when they first start practice, guys getting cut, guys making the team, the emotions of it, and behind the scenes, a couple of players. So the Detroit Lions are going to be the team that is for Hard Knocks. And again, I'm a little surprised.
That's my lion impersonation.
That's the opening for HBO.
Yeah.
I heard it this morning. It was good, actually. That's better than probably the Lion's Bite, actually, Franny's voice for that. And Peyton Manning wants a letter back and a bottle of wine, he said on a podcast yesterday. He sent Tom Brady a letter, 2-page letter, very heartful and hurtful, and not hurtful, just very heartful. That love for Tom Brady, what he achieved. And
Heartfelt?
Yeah, heartfelt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Whatever.
Whatever.
Gave it his heart.
Is this good or bad? I'm confused.
It was hurtful.
Hurtful. Not heartfelt?
No, it was heartfelt.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a lot of love.
All right.
Yeah, it wasn't hurtful. Like, Brady, you suck. Even though Brady got the most of Peyton Manning. He wants it back, and he wants his wine back because Tom Brady's going out of retirement.
I mean, it's kind of, it was a retirement gift, and he's not retired anymore.
So you got to give it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what Peyton Manning said. Also, Peyton Manning joined Instagram.
Is that why?
Probably.
Is that why he joined IG?
Yeah, he's upset about everything, and he was like, I want my wine back. I'm sure Brady's going to have a comment about it, too. Peyton Manning and him are very good friends. Golf buddies, play golf a lot together, stuff like that. But I thought it was funny that he did say that. A 2-page letter, that's a lot. I mean, who writes a letter like that anymore? Not many people. Maybe a quick text or a small email, like, congratulations, bro. Enjoy your retirement fund. But I guess he wants it back, and he's like, we'll see what happens. I don't think Brady will give it back to him. But
I think it was more tongue-in-cheek, as we like to say. Yes, I don't think he really wants his wine and his letter back.
He might. You never know. And that is your trifecta. If you got to take on the big slap heard around the world, and we mean around the world, with Chris Rock yesterday and Will Smith, call us. Also, Jimmy has a poll up. You could vote on it. Is it real or is it not? I already voted on it.
Go to our Twitter page at Real Radio 921. At Real Radio 921.
And I'm
on
gonna
Twitter.
I'm betting that it's going to be high 70% believe it's real. Over 70% when it's all said.
We'll see, because it's kind of split in our text line. I mean, from the text I went through, it was probably 60-40. 60 thinking it's real. But yeah, you mentioned that Peyton Manning has his Instagram, new Instagram account. And I'm surprised it's not, I know he's not a Jennifer Aniston who got like 1 million in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, really.
He's at 167,000 followers right now.
Yeah.
Now
Oh, that's it, huh?
167,001 because I'm now following him.
He's not playing, though, anymore.
I find him to be a hoot. I don't care if he's playing or not. I just really enjoy him, and with the whole Manning cast being a thing, and he's got that other Peyton's Place. But he posted his first video in his first post, which was a video, and I guess he just turned 46.
Oh, he looks great.
So it was in honor of his 46th birthday, and he posted on there. If you have not seen it yet, it is cute. He said, wanted a new putter for my birthday. Instead, I got an Instagram account. He said, this video was 43 years ago. Time flies. And it is. It's this really cute, wholesome childhood video of him playing football with his brothers. And he's just a little tiny 3-year-old nugget.
That's cute.
Yeah. Wearing a jersey, playing football. So you knew this was going to happen. Yeah, it is. It's a really, and that's the only post he has so far. So come on, Peyton, let's get it going.
Yeah, I've seen this video. I think it's the one where he was wearing a number 8, an Archie Manning jersey. That was his dad with the Saints. And they show those videos a lot of the Manning.
He's wearing 12.
Oh, is he wearing 12?
Yeah.
Because maybe it was Eli. One of them was wearing 8 because his father, Archie, played for the Saints for years.
Okay, yeah. The one I'm seeing is he's wearing number 12, and he's at 3 years old. He got a little arm on him. They're all wearing 12, actually. So did he... Because there's a few of the brothers are in jerseys, and they're all in 12. So Archie didn't wear number 12 ever that you can think of?
No, with the Saints, he was 8. I don't...
Okay.
Yeah, and I think in college, he was at Mississippi, I believe, and I think he was 8 there. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's 12. Maybe they're all Joe Namath fans.
Maybe, yeah, because all the kiddos are wearing 12s.
Omaha Productions.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Peyton Manning is now on Instagram. I think he's going to be a good follow. He's funny. I mean, he really is, the stuff that he does. When he hosted Saturday Night Live, I thought he was hilarious.
His profile picture is great.
Yeah, it is.
He's got that red beret on.
So that's why you can just kind of think that he's joking around with him telling Tom Brady that he wants his stuff back. Because he's like, I want the letter back. He was like, you got to read all these nice things. I want it back. He said, I want the bottle of wine back too. So he wants all of it. But I believe it's just a joke.
Of course.
Yes.
So if you guys got an opinion about last night's slap, was that a joke? I don't think so. There is a poll up. You can go and check it out and make a decision and vote for it. Always like you guys get involved in the show. You could also text us at Real Radio 47142. You can email Jimmy at realradio921.com, and watch us on TV. That's right. Compliments of Monroe's of Palm Beach Open every day till 5 a.m. Beautiful ladies, 5-star menu, and so much more.
Open bar Wednesdays 2 to 4.
Well, I mean, that's the place to go. So I did briefly mention that I ended up there Saturday night. So I bartended a private event at a gorgeous house.
Yeah, how'd that go?
In a neighborhood I didn't even know existed, by the way.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going there because it's kind of west. And I've bartended events with some of these clients before, and they've always been in like the Seminole, like very nice by the ocean. So
Okay.
this is like a hidden gem, at least for me. Other people were like, oh, I'm not going to say exactly where it is, but it's kind of west. And so I'm driving there, and I pull into the neighborhood. I'm with my girlfriend who's helping me bartend the event, and it's just like, whoa. It's just like house after house is just massive, gorgeous mansions.
Awesome.
And so the house we bartended in was incredible. Their game room. So we bartended downstairs, and it was maybe like 30 people. There was a DJ. It was very relaxed, nothing crazy.
Right.
And she is in the art industry, and so she was hosting artists, young. Because I would say the majority of the people were like 20, 30 years old.
That's young.
Yeah, it was a young group of artists. And so after the party, her sister-in-law was like, you have to go upstairs and check out their game room. And I was like, okay. And I've been fortunate enough to see some really cool houses, but this game room tops it off. I took a couple pictures. I don't know if I'm supposed to, but I mean, you felt like you were in an arcade. They had the motorcycle games.
Oh, cool.
They had the virtual reality, like well, I don't want to say virtual, but it was like the big screen. Have you seen where you play golf? The golf simulation thing. Right. They had the basketball hoops. They had a huge shuffleboard.
Oh,
I mean, everything you
Pool
could
table?
think of. Pool table, but it looked like an arcade. As you're walking in, I was like, this is a game room.
Wow, that had to be huge.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was like, these people did it right.
Did it take quarters or tokens? I
didn't get to play, unfortunately. She just gave us a little tour, and we were just like, wow, this is sick. But
that's wild.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. So, and then afterwards, my buddy who was he's the one who hired us. The woman wanted him to entertain the artists, the customers.
Sure.
So he made sure, and he got them all a very nice table over at Monroe's of Palm Beach.
Oh, very nice.
Yes. So we decided, since we're done, and we're like, and he was like, you guys are more than welcome to come. So we ended up meeting him there. My husband met us there. So we hung out maybe like an hour and a half. They stayed, the artist and my buddy, but I was just beat. I was just beat for the whole day. So we ended up, it was a very long day. So we ended up going and had a really nice time. And our dude Jimmy, who I always make fun of because he's the one when I walk in.
Oh, Jimmy on the
DJ. Yeah, every time I walk in,
he yells your name.
He yells out my name. Franny's in the house. It's been a long time since I've been in there, and so he sure as hell. Spotlight is right. I'm across the club. Spotlight is on me. But thank God he knows my girlfriend who I was with too. So he yells her name first. He was like, Nancy. And he was like, and the girl I'm not supposed to say who her name is. So he didn't do it, but he still like called me out. He's like, I'm not supposed to yell her name at the club. But it was a good time. The other guy who was up in the DJ booth with him was a huge listener of Real Radio. And he wanted me to, and he was funny. He was just like, I have to let you know. He's like, Pillow Talk is my guilty pleasure. So all in all, it's a great time. I know we talk about them, but they really do a good job.
They're good. They're good guys.
There was a girl.
Great place to go.
There was a girl there, and I was just like, holy Cirque du Soleil. I have never seen some of those moves.
She was in polka.
She was hanging out she was hanging on the rafters doing things. I was like, whoa.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are talented.
Yes.
There's no doubt.
I was like, just take all my money.
Take all my money.
Take all of it. You earned it.
Shut up and take my money.
Usually works out well like that.
Yeah.
When you tell anybody, just take my money.
Just take it.
Take my money. We'll take your phone calls right now, 877-927-6969. If you have a take on the Chris Rock, Will Smith event last night. Also, don't forget, Jimmy's got a poll up there. You guys can vote. I voted on it already. You think, just your opinion, what your thoughts? Was it real? Was it fake? Was he right? Was he wrong? Did his wife inspire him? I would want to be in that car ride home last night. I wonder how that went by.
I mean, obviously it went fine because he stuck up for her. So she's probably like, yeah, that's my man. Even like his son tweeted, that's how we do it or something like that, like afterwards. I was like, oh, okay, that's how we do it. You do it by hitting people, condoning violence.
Yeah. One of many memes. I sent you guys a couple on the last break too. But there's another one. It's marked safe from Will Smith today.
Oh yeah, they are. I mean, this is just the beginning.
Oh yeah,
of the memes. This is just the beginning.
This is gonna be fun. Strap in, kids. This is gonna be fun.
Yep.
Now they said Paul's gonna offer them $15 million each Days to Fight.
Yep.
Paid per view.
One of the first things
Oh
I
my
thought of
God.
there. That joke's going to be coming out real quick.
Oh yeah, I love the pursuit of slappiness that you just said. They're gonna be good.
They should have put a ring up on the Oscars next year when they open up. That'd be a great opening when it opens up, a boxing ring.
Ding ding.
In case you forgot, last year we got great ratings after the point. Jimmy, it's a good point though. I would love to see what the ratings were after that. Because
I'm curious, just because we know the power of social media, and if somebody saw that and they did you just see what Will Smith did to Chris Rock? And boom, okay, everybody turns it on, see what's going to happen.
I did it. I got 3 or 4 text messages and 1 call. Will Smith just cracked Chris Rock, and I was like, really? Why? Like, in a million years, you're like, why would you think of that?
So did you know, by the way, speaking of the Academy Awards, so they always get like a bag, right? They always get a goodie bag or a swag bag, whatever you want to call it. And it's always insane, the stuff that's in there. Because,
free stuff.
Yeah, these are celebrities. I think that this year it was $140,000 worth of gifts.
Okay.
In a gift bag, $140,000.
Right.
Yeah, I guess it's Hollywood. But I guess what you don't really think about is that these actors, right? I mean, it could cost them pretty big. So I didn't know, like, when you get a gift, you get taxed on it. So do all these celebrities? You don't think the Academy Award eats it, right?
No.
How does that work?
I mean, even on our radio station, anything over $600, you got to pay taxes. You get tickets, it's over. You have to pay taxes. You got to put it down. I don't know. Maybe the Oscars picks it up for them. And I've never been at Oscars. I never got a bag like that.
Winning a prize and getting a gift are two different things. I don't know. It seems weird.
Yeah.
Because it's a gift, right? So why would you pay taxes on a gift?
I don't know, but TMZ is reporting that could be that it could come with a hefty tax bill. So that's what they're saying. So I guess this gift that they had up for grabs, and you don't have to take it if you don't want to, but it's it's there. All expense paid trip to Scotland, right? With which sounds great, with a 3-night stay at a fancy castle that was worth $50,000.
Ernie, go wrong.
There's free construction for a home renovation.
Oh, nice.
$25K worth.
Wow.
Right? Comped 4-night visit to a luxury spa, $15K worth. A plot of land in the UK and a noble title. What?
What happened to like hand creams or
what?
Like
a plot of land?
Like
I don't know.
Purses from Gucci.
Free lipo. If you want lipo, there you go. You got lipo in there. $12K. Among other perks, they said, in form of services and experiences or pricey objects. But yeah, right here's a plot of land in the UK.
Hey,
Weird. But so CNBC had tweeted out, they were like, our Oscar nominees will receive gift bags worth nearly $140,000, but they could come with a hefty tax bill. And so I wonder if that's a thing. And they're like, yeah, they said on all signs point to a hefty bill if a majority of these gifts are accepted and or used. Said everything the nominees claim will be viewed as taxable income. And some experts speculate that they can be taxed at a rate of 50% or higher.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, obviously they got the money, but I think if you hear that and you're like, I don't want to go to Scotland.
I mean, if you hear that, you might be like, I don't even want any of these gifts. 140 grand, lipo, whatever. They give you any Ram tickets?
I didn't see Ram tickets.
Okay.
No. I did
Super Bowl
not.
chance opening weekend. I mean, that might be something. Maybe go see the LA Chargers. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if that's
fishing
it.
trip with Baker Mayfield.
That'd be
Something.
nice. That'd be nice. He's got the time right now. He definitely does. He's on a boat with you for a couple of days. Also, special thanks to Strike Cigar Lounge. We were there on Friday. Had a great time for March Madness. Want to thank them for having us again. It was great. Want us back football season. So we had a good time at Strike Cigar Lounge, and just want to thank everybody who, took care of us and had us there. We had a good time on the patio. Always a good time at Strikes. You need to have a good cigar and just hang out and have a good atmosphere. Get at the Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca. Also, Franny and I did a video, which was very cool, behind the bar. She made a Tito's, which was great. I didn't drink it. And I did fall off the wagon this weekend. I had a soda. So I was giving up soda.
What? No, you're so close. You're only a couple weeks away.
I know.
Bye-bye. Oh, man.
I got to be honest. I totally forgot.
Wow.
It hit my lips, and I was like, wow. This is good.
So if you're like, for Lent, G-Man gave up soda. And
Totally
so he
forgot.
was supposed to last 40 days, and I think you maybe have last 20-something now, probably.
Yeah, Easter's in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what day it is.
But so Easter, but I do believe Lent stops before Easter, like the Thursday before, technically,
Right,
I think.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Easter is, you have to look it up. I don't know, the 10th or something, 17th this year.
No, it's in the 20-somethings.
Oh, is it? Oh, well, then I missed it by a lot. Yeah.
I believe, G-Man.
Yeah.
I could be right. Oh, no, you're actually correct. I feel like it just keeps on getting pushed back further and further. So it looks like it's on the 17th.
Okay.
Yes.
So I missed it by a while.
So
20 days. I got about halfway through.
Yeah, so I said like 20.
Yeah, not good. I made a total mistake. I didn't even think about it. I was having a soda, and then I sat down. I'm like, oh, my God.
Yeah, Lent would be over on the 14th.
Yeah, maybe I could kick it up again and try to make
Hey, just listen. If you have one mishap, if you slipped up, doesn't mean you have to. Doesn't mean you're like, all right, screw it. I'm going to drink soda every day now. You can still get back on.
I never get soda out ever. And I was at the lunch yesterday, and I just ordered Diet Coke, not realizing, not thinking about it. Then when I had it, and I was like, oh my God, I can't drink this. And
that's like if you ruin your diet and you're like, oh, screw it, ruin my diet. I'm just going to eat like crap again.
Yeah.
You can start not drinking sodas again until the 14th.
It's like having sex with blondes. I mean,
Just like it. You're like,
Just,
that's it. Got to keep on having sex with blondes now.
No. We can go back to brunettes. It's okay. It's okay.
If you're blonde and you want to have sex, 877-927-656.
Oh, wow. Is this what we're using our phone lines for?
Hey, whatever works.
to get Greek laid.
Jimmy at realradio921.com. 47142.
Yeah,
Start out that text with Real Radio.
Yep. Greeks going to blondes. If you're interested, get in touch with us, I guess.
Still looking for a girl in Delray, by the way. 500 still on the table. Don't forget about that. If you guys have any... Franny was supposed to find out some information.
Yeah.
And she's working on it.
Kind of.
Maybe. Maybe for Easter. I did get some information about her over the weekend through a friend.
Oh, that's not stalky.
All right.
Yeah. It's not what?
It's not stalky.
What kind of info are we talking?
Hey, process.
It's not bad news, but it's not great news.
She's married.
No.
Oh, God, no.
She's engaged.
No.
Okay.
She sort of has a boyfriend.
Okay.
Well, then, all right.
Yeah,
All right.
But she's open to dating.
And how do we know this?
Oh, boy.
She told the person who told the person who came back to me.
Well, did the person who's talking to her tell her about you since they've already have communication? Like, why aren't we utilizing this person?
That's what I said.
Who is it, Will Smith? Who's she dating?
It was through a text message.
Oh yeah, the guy she's dating doesn't know that she's open to dating other people. Yeah, it's a surprise.
Yeah, she said I'm sort of dating somebody, but I am open to meeting people.
And I love that your friend didn't be like, "Hey, I have a friend."
Well,
like,
he
why
said-
did he initiate this conversation that you've been looking for?
That's what I said to him. I said, bro, why didn't you say something?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to make sure before I said anything, knowing that she's seeing somebody sort of, because I didn't know if you wanted to get involved.
Okay.
So I was like, okay. I said, if she's seeing somebody, then obviously it's off the table. Right. Obviously. I said, if she breaks up and she's in the area and he goes, will I get the 500? I said, no, you're not getting the 500. You did nothing. It is the Penthouse. Don't forget today, after us, it is the News Junkies and Dano's back.
Woo!
Nice.
Dano and Nut are back.
Made it back from Philly?
Yes.
Did
And
he fix the bell?
I don't know if he fixed the bell, but I thought of Dano.
Bring his cheesesteaks?
I don't think so. I thought about Dano when I said do nothing, so it just hopped in my head. But Dano will be back today, 3 to 7, doing a great show. We'll talk to them
together.
Dan, if you're listening, we missed you, brother. And answer your phone today. I want to talk to you about breaking a frame that my dad gave me years ago. And how could you be such a scoombody and not tell me? Oh my God! You get busted on a rerun. Oh, that's what's always snagapus.
Snagapus?
Yep.
Is that like Snuffleupagus?
In a little way.
Snagapus?
877-9.
Why have I heard this word before? Like, I feel like it's
Hold
a
on.
thing. Where does maybe I'm Snagglepuss?
1050.
You've heard it.
Snagglepuss is a Hanna-Barbera character.
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, but you said Snagglepuss.
Was it with Miley Cyrus? Wasn't she in that?
What?
Wasn't Miley Cyrus in that?
Miley Cyrus?
Yeah, she wasn't in that?
That's Hannah Montana. Hanna-Barberas are cartoons.
Okay, it was close enough.
Hanna-Barbera did like Yogi Bear and stuff.
All right, it was
You're
close
thinking
enough.
Hannah Montana. Oh, goodness.
And, and you know what? And I love Joe Montana.
And
by the way.
somehow he got through life.
Somehow.
Pretty good, too.
Yeah.
Pretty damn good.
With the help of his friends.
That should be a great promo. And more than friends, family, everybody chipped in.
All the things.
Yeah, people felt bad for me. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back.
That's for sure.
Please keep feeling bad for me. It is the Penthouse. I can't get it out. Every time I get it out, it's a problem.
Wow. You might want to keep it in then.
Wow.
Keep it in.
Busy afternoon.
Uh-huh.
Hey, no problem.
Can't. It out.
We'll come back with some fun facts, and maybe there'll be some of them, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
This must be why God created YouTube.
Well,
this and cat videos, but mainly for the cat videos. Go to realradio921.com/watch so you can watch us make radio.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny as we move throughout our Monday. Temperatures will be warming towards the low to mid 80s later on today. Skies continue to stay clear with high pressure and dry air in place. We'll stay warm again for the day on Tuesday, but it becomes much windier heading into the day Wednesday and Thursday.
This report is sponsored by WhatsApp. No one should read your personal messages. That's why WhatsApp uses end-to-end encryption. It protects whatever you send before, during, and after you send it. So no one, not even WhatsApp, can read your messages. Always message privately. WhatsApp.
As a small business owner, your bottom line is always top of mind. So start saving by switching to Comcast Business Mobile. It's a mobile service designed for small business that can save you money with unlimited data for just $24 per line per month for 10 lines. Perfect for any small business looking to grow. Or you can pay by the gig. And with access to millions of Wi-Fi hotspots, you'll pay only for the data you need, with no line fees, activation costs, or term contracts. You can save up to $500 a year on your wireless bill, all on the most reliable 5G network. And it's only available to Comcast Business Internet customers. So boost your business's bottom line with a more reliable, more affordable mobile service by switching to Comcast Business Mobile today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most RootMetrics 5G data reliability assessment wins in 2H 2021. Wi-Fi networks not tested. Results may vary. Award is not an endorsement.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents.
And Doug. Don't you just love the smell of old books? Shh, this is a library. Sorry, ma'am. We're looking for a book titled Liberty Mutual Customizes Your Car Insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I don't think we carry that, but check nonfiction.
He really does devour literature.
Please leave.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Paid for by government.com.
Have you heard? The United States Mint has issued the Morgan Silver Dollar for the first time in 100 years. Not only that, but they are also minted in 99.9% pure silver for the first time ever in history. Coin experts are calling this an amazing opportunity for anyone that knows the enduring popularity of Morgans. But you must hurry. Only 175,000 legal tender silver dollars were issued. These Morgan Silver Dollars are brand new, bright and shiny legal tender coins minted by the iconic Philadelphia Mint. Just call 1-800-973-3098 and you are guaranteed a new 99.9% pure silver Morgan dollar. The first time in history this has happened. But with limited quantities, you must call now to order. To learn more, call 1-800-973-3098. If you order now, you will receive a free collector bonus, a $25 value free with every order. Call 1-800-973-3098 now to secure your new Morgan Silver Dollars before they are gone. That's 1-800-973-3098.
Keeping your small business on course can be challenging, but the UPS Store has just the ings to help. From printing to packing to even shipping, which means your collectible business can finally ship that ship in the bottle you've been meaning to ship. Try saying that 5 times fast. Our certified packing experts can pack just about any ing. And thanks to our pack and ship guarantee, expect nothing but smooth sailing from here to your customer, giving you more time for the ings that matter most, like your first mate. And that's my cue. The UPS Store, every ink for small business, all in one place.
Everything is possible now.
The UPS Store. The UPS Store franchise locations are independently owned and operated. Product, services, pricing, and hours may vary. See Center for details. The UPS Store pack and ship guarantee is available at participating locations. Visit the upsstore.com/guarantee for full details.
Head north without the hassle. The UPS Store has everything to get you moving. From your golf clubs to your artwork, you can trust our certified packing experts to pack and ship everything back home. Visit the upsstore.com to find a store near you.
There's a lot of personal injury lawyer ads out there, but this is the only one you need to remember. It's zipclaims.com. Perfect for car accidents, slip and falls, and homeowner insurance claims. See, personal injury lawyers take 30 to 40% of the money they recover for you. That's money that should be going in your pocket, not theirs. And thanks to COVID, it could take 3 to 5 years for your case to go to trial. That's too long. So if you're looking for a fast and fair resolution to your case, use zipclaims.com. Hi, I'm attorney John Broder, and other lawyers charge you 30 to 40%, regardless of whether your case settles or goes to trial. That's not fair, which is why I started zipclaims.com, where you can use our software for free and keep 100% of your settlement money. 96% of cases settle, so yours probably will too. Don't hire an expensive lawyer who's going to overcharge you to settle your case. Visit zipclaims.com. Restrictions apply, so visit zipclaims.com to see if your claim qualifies. Visit zipclaims.com today.
Hi, my name's Joe Cordell. Sometimes in divorce, courts require the higher earner to pay to the other party what's called spousal support or alimony. Usually this order can be modified in certain circumstances, but such modifications are often complicated and are best entrusted to attorneys that are well acquainted with such matters. You're not alone.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and by appointment only in Dadeland. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Extreme mood swings, substance abuse, change in sleeping habits, avoiding friends, family, and the things you used to love, suicidal thoughts. These are just a few of the signs of mental illness, and if you or someone you know is experiencing them, research says that talking about mental health has the power to make a person suffering feel less isolated, and we all deserve that. Go to iHeartRadio.com/talk for tips on how to start the conversation. This has been brought to you by NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, and iHeartMedia.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
As you head out along 95, things are looking good in the West Palm area. 15-minute ride southern to PGA. Similar story on the Turnpike as well. No accidents to slow you down. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Market Disruptors Live May 6th through May 8th in Dallas, Texas. In these uncertain times, it's never been more important to grow your wealth and protect your freedom. Learn how to do that and more with today's top experts.
You want, get involved, win some money or lose some money. I am the Greek. Jimmy's in the house.
Good morning.
Francis is here.
Hey, and happy Monday. And man, that did not last long.
Well, happy Monday?
No. So we just had a talk before the break, right? Because G-Man fell off of what he was trying to stop doing for Lent. And he had a diet soda over the weekend. And we told him, we're like, hey, listen, you can always get back on it and not drink soda. Mm-hmm. So what did you just get over there from the vending machine?
I bought a soda, but did you see what I did?
No, I just saw you buying a soda.
And I didn't even realize it. I went over not thinking. I didn't open it up.
Really?
Yeah.
So we just had to talk about it, and you forgot that quickly that he went to the vending machine and bought a soda.
Makes sense. Makes perfect sense.
I love it. So you didn't open it? No. Look at you.
I felt bad. I didn't even realize it. I was just thinking. I was talking to Carmine. I went over to tell him something because I saw him and his lovely girlfriend at the tastings.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And then I just went over to the soda machine and I got it because I have a sandwich.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yes.
Nothing goes better with the sandwich and the soda. Wait, I get it. It makes sense.
And then I bought the soda. I'm like, oh, my God, I can't drink soda. So that's why I didn't open it.
Wow.
I got my water.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
You do. I was watching him at the vending machine. I was like, which one is he going to press? What button? Ooh, he pressed the soda button.
There it is. Just got done talking about it.
It literally was just 5 minutes ago that we're talking about it. 5 minutes.
And I didn't remember.
Man, short-term memory.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'm far from perfect.
Hey, listen, all of us, none of us are perfect.
Come on, you're close.
Do you want to do some fun facts?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Fun facts about soda.
Yeah. I should do all the bad things about it. So today is National Weed Appreciation Day.
Yeah.
Yes.
The babanya?
And I'm gonna talk about weed. I don't know if they mean weeds that coming out like of your yard, but I'm gonna talk about this. I'm gonna talk about the weed that I like.
See, I never knew you were into weed. Really?
What?
I never knew you were into weed, to be honest with you.
I have talked about having my medical marijuana card forever.
I didn't give it away.
I'm kidding. My God. Oh, my God. I'm kidding. I know you're high every day. Good.
Every day.
What?
Yep. Did you know that weed was actually the first online sale? Said, of course, it was illegal back then in the early 1970s, though. But Stanford students bought a bag of weed from an MIT student. Wow. They said that this means that the first product was ever sold online was cannabis. So I guess somehow, some way, they got in touch with some at MIT online.
MIT kids
and they
did
made a drug deal.
They did everything. They sold drugs. They were the ones who took down the casinos years ago when they had that special little group that used to fly out to Vegas and win, hundreds of thousands of dollars. They were card counting. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. Those kids are smart.
Yeah. Speaking of somebody who some would consider smart, or actually very creative, shall I say, William Shakespeare.
To be or not to be?
Yes. They said that maybe this was his source of inspiration. Marijuana residue, all kinds of stuff was found in his home, which they believe could have been an enormous aid in writing all the screenplays and poems.
Maybe I should try a story.
Maybe I should
Well said, G.
Yes.
It's a Monday. I maybe I should try that.
It's any day.
Yep. I'm going to go visit his mausoleum in May. I'm very excited about it.
Where's that?
In Jamaica. I'm not Shakespeare, the next person I'm going to talk about.
Oh, okay.
Bob Marley was buried with grass. Are we shocked? The musical star was buried with his red Gibson guitar, a cannabis bud, and a Bible opened on the 23rd, Psalm which reads, "The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures." So that was a page, yeah, but he was buried with some marijuana on
I never
him.
knew where I got that from. The Lord is my shepherd. Now I know. Pretty cool.
From the Bible.
Yeah.
I figured you knew that.
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Shocker.
I thought it was the guy who had a herd of shepherd. And he just said, "The Lord is my shepherd." It didn't really ring a bell.
Okay.
Herman?
So everybody just thinks that weed can be smoked. And by the way, not all weed gets you high, just so you know.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's like a diet weed?
THC is not.
Yep.
Yeah. That's how it
Diet
works.
weed.
THC is not the same as CBD, which means the type you choose to consume will have different effects on your body. One will provide all the relaxing, medicinal benefits, while others provide more like psychoactive effects of the high. So not all of them do get you high. CBD, a lot of people do take for ailments and stuff like that. It also helps. There's all kinds of stuff. You can look it up. Anyways, they also look it up. But it's not just to smoke or to ingest. Cannabis can actually be used in construction. And also in clothing and plastic.
Wow.
Yeah, but they say the best part is that all these options are eco-friendly. Yes. So hemp you can use in construction.
Oh, it's amazing. You can build a house and pop.
I mean, I've never said you could build a house and pop, but maybe you could. Like that came out of your mouth. We can look it up. There might be a cannabis house.
I bet you that would sell quick.
Huh?
Bet you that house would sell quick.
Yeah. And if you ever smelled a beer and be like, man, it kind of smells a little skunky, like weed. Have you ever smelled the hops and stuff on it?
Yeah.
Well, they say because it looks like that they're brothers, by the way. And by that I mean they're related. Weed is beer's cousin or brother. What do you want to say? So beer hops are in the same family of flowering plants as cannabis. So if you've ever seen them, they look very, very similar, and so that's why they are related. And USA grows the most. You would think that it would be somewhere else, but according to Civilized Life, the United States is the top marijuana-producing nation in the entire world.
I am surprised by that.
Me too.
I figured it'd
So
be like
then
Colombia.
it goes. So a place I've never really heard of. Some of these I have: Morocco, Afghanistan, Mexico, and then Colombia.
See, I would have thought Colombia would have been number one.
Who would have thought? I would have thought Mexico was definitely up there, but Morocco, it goes U.S., Morocco, Afghanistan. It's interesting.
Yeah, if you want some marijuana, get over to Morocco today.
And George Washington grew cannabis too.
Really?
Yes, our first president of the United States of America grew hemp.
He threw down, he cut down apple trees.
His farms at Mount Vernon were used to grow hemp in order to make paper, rope, sail canvas, clothing, and fishing nets.
Yeah, well, after they dumped all that tea in Boston Harbor.
They had to do something.
They had to do something, so they got some weed.
He went across to Delaware. He did it all, George.
All of it.
He had a great life.
General
Except
president.
for those wooden teeth. Yeah. Is that true or is that rumor
Nah,
has
it's
it?
a rumor.
Rumor has it.
Yeah,
and
I
that
think
is your fun facts.
Nice.
There it is, Franny. Great job. Fun facts. Always put a little smile on your face. Today was about weed. So
Willie Nelson, Bob Marley, Snoop Dogg. Who smokes more weed?
Oh, man, that's tough. I think
would-
Bob did back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go with Snoop Dogg today.
Yeah,
because he's younger.
I'm going with Snoop.
Willie's cut back a bit.
Yeah.
Well, he had to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Snoop Dogg's the favorite. Probably minus 12. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back in a couple minutes. I'm going to tell you about a company that doesn't want Duke to win at all. and the Penthouse when we return. Peace.
Got something to say? We'll listen.
Hello.
Call now. 877-927-6969.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny as we move throughout our Monday. Temperatures will be warming towards the low to mid-80s later on today. Skies continue to stay clear with high pressure and dry air in place. We'll stay warm again for the day on Tuesday, but it becomes much windier heading into the day Wednesday and Thursday.
This report is sponsored by the Ben Ferguson Podcast.
Coming up on the Ben Ferguson Podcast, if Hunter Biden is indicted, and there's a very good chance he will be, it could open up a whole can of worms for Joe Biden. How bad could it get? I'm going to give you those details all week on the Ben Ferguson Podcast. Download it now.
Dell's semi-annual sale is the perfect opportunity for a significant business upgrade. Save up to 45% on Dell computers with Windows 11 Pro and get an easy start to your workday. Plus, enjoy special pricing on Dell docks, monitors, servers, and more, all with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. Speak to a Dell Technologies advisor today to find the right tech for your business with fast free shipping. Call 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents.
And Doug.
Don't you just love the smell of old books?
This is a library.
Sorry, ma'am. We're looking for a book titled Liberty Mutual Customizes Your Car Insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I don't think we carry that, but check nonfiction.
He really does devour literature.
Please leave.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Dirty exterior? Don't scrub it. Wet it and forget it. Wet and Forget, the easy outdoor cleaner. Wet and Forget works over time with Mother Nature to eliminate unsightly black and green stains on the exterior of your home with no scrubbing, power washing, or bleach. Use Wet and Forget on all your outdoor surfaces, including decks, siding, roofs, and patios. Wet and Forget's available in a concentrate or extreme reach hose-in. Purchase Wet and Forget in store or online at Lowe's, Menards, Ace, or Walmart.
At Wendy's, March is madness. With our breakfast Baconator. Sausage, egg, and Swiss croissant. Both made with fresh cracked eggs. Or even a honey butter chicken biscuit. And we're just getting warmed up. Get 50% off the official breakfast of March Madness when you order through the Wendy's app. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
For a limited time at participating Wendy's via app offer only. Account registration required. No discount applies to taxes or fees. Not valid with any other offer.
You ever feel like when you're at work, everything you say sounds like this because you're completely unstimulated and you don't care?
But then, when you're talking to your friends about things you're truly interested in and passionate about, you sound like you're alive and loving every moment of it. Then maybe you should try podcasting with Spreaker from iHeart. It's the easiest way to podcast and get paid for it. Just head over to Spreaker.com, Spreaker, and start your voyage from ugh to woo!
Boosters provide stronger COVID protection for everyone who's 12 or older and vaccinated. Boosters mean fewer people who are seriously ill, hospitalized, and far fewer needless deaths. So, if you think about it, when you get a booster, you're helping us all stay a little safer. You are our strongest defense against COVID. We can do this. Find boosters near you at vaccines.gov. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
As you head out along 95, things are looking good in the West Palm area. 15-minute ride southern to PGA. Similar story on the Turnpike as well. No accidents to slow you down. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's Breakfast. The number one pick is in. Wendy's Breakfast, the official breakfast of March Madness. Choose your starting lineup, like the Breakfast Baconator or Honey Butter Chicken Biscuit, and enjoy oven-baked bacon, fresh cracked eggs, seasoned breakfast potatoes, and Simply OJ. Choose wisely, choose Wendy's.
Spring break is here, and summer will be here before you know it, so now's the time to start planning your next great adventure. But before you do, check out podguides.com from iHeartRadio. Podguides.com is your chance to explore the world through audio with an interactive map that's pinned with podcast episodes that serve as your local guide. Podcasts to help with what to see, what to eat, what to avoid, and more. Start your next journey at podguides.com, only from iHeartRadio. Discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love.
iHeartRadio. This is Alec Baldwin. The new season of my podcast, Here's the Thing, is returning on iHeartRadio. It's my chance to talk to artists, policymakers, and performers, like comedian Tim Dillon.
I couldn't tell you my congressman. I know every maitre d' of working all the places.
Massive crowds, but really went off with no hitch. That's what they're reporting out of Miami, which is good news. Thank God, because they were going into that weekend on alert and curfews and couldn't get a liquor after 6. So that's a good thing. Those are two good things. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
Francis is in the house.
Hey, but yeah, to add on to that, obviously it's back. And it was back at Bayfront Park after 2 years, and it hasn't been there for a while. But it is really nice to hear that it did. It brought in massive crowds, but really not many terrible things happened. They said it was pretty damn peaceful.
Yeah, the Miami Herald was reporting less than 15 arrests. Yeah. That's amazing.
For Ultra? Yeah, that's great.
I mean, there's thousands of people.
I still wouldn't want to be there just because of the crowds alone.
Oh, it was crazy.
That's all.
I know a couple of my friends who were going down Friday night. And I gave, they love the music, obviously, but I was like, man, luck to you. And they weren't taking Brightline. They were driving down right in the mix of it, 6 o'clock. I was like, wow. But you know what? People are big fans of that. That's why they have it every year, and it's successful. So hats off to it. Now, FanDuel took a bet in of $300,000 on Duke at 17-1. If the guy wins, he'll win $5.1 million. I am shocked by this amount of money. Now, this bet was taken earlier, not when the tournament started. By a better, and we'll see what happens with this. But $300,000 FanDuel took in on Duke. They're one of the final 4 teams. This is Coach K's last year. Now, he would not want to lose to North Carolina because North Carolina beat him his last home game, if you remember, a couple of weeks ago when he had like 120 of his 100 college.
That was Carolina? Oh, wow. How about that for irony?
Yeah, that was a Saturday. Teddy called us on the locker room, and Duke was 11-point favorite. So it ended up happening where Carolina came in and beat him outright.
Yeah, ruined his last game at home.
No, could you imagine if they kick him out of the Final Four, too? Oh, my God. And they've been rivals for 40 years with him there? Oh, my God.
Wow. Or sweet revenge, right?
Yeah.
What a way to take that and then maybe possibly go on to win a national championship for his last year.
Yeah, if he wins one more, that's it. And then he's at the finals the following Monday. But we'll see what happens. But if Carolina spanks him again, he hates him anyway. He would definitely hate him.
Yeah, you know those kids step up.
Yeah.
You know they do.
It's going to be a great game. It really is. Carolina and him is going to be, and Duke's going to be a great game. It's great for the ACC, having 2 teams out of the Final Four. And then you got Kansas on the other side against my Villanova Wildcats, which are not going to be good because we got a big injury to one of our guards. He blew out his ACL, so it's going to be very tough. And hats off to the Canes because the Canes did very well, and they got to the first time we got to Elite 8. And a word that you heard for 3 weeks that you probably won't hear for a while anymore is peacocks. St. Peter's Peacocks. And it was so funny. Yesterday I was out and about having lunch, and this girl said she just moved here from New Jersey. And I said, where are you from? She goes, right around where the Peacocks are from. And you would have never heard that 3 weeks ago.
Never before. Anybody say that.
Like the Peacocks? What the hell are the Peacocks? And she said, I went, wow. I said, Jersey City. She goes, yeah. I said, she was so proud. And she just moved down here. I said,
wow, good for you.
That's good. I said, this has got to be.
Did she go to St. Peter's or no?
No, she said that's the area she was from.
Got it.
And I said, this is an improvement. She said, yeah.
Newark's an improvement. South Bronx is an improvement.
The Gaza Strip is an improvement.
Yeah.
I got 3 I got 3 days and 2 nights on the Gaza Strip. But no, she said that. So Peacocks, hats off to them. I really do think that it's such a great story. When an underdog, you can see that people went really. We love underdogs.
Yes.
Now that coach is probably not going to last.
And there's usually one every year, right? Loyola of Chicago was the one, for the past couple of years too. I think 2 times. Didn't they kind of make a deep run?
Oh yeah, Oral Roberts last year.
But why are you thinking the coach won't last?
Because I think he's going to get a bigger job offer.
Yeah,
he'll get
got it. Somebody else will offer him a job. Yeah.
They've been saying a lot of people have been reaching out to him already. I was watching it because I was thinking about that crazy stat Franny had. We've been doing this show a long time, and we've been always having fun and pleasure. But it's always ironic when somebody says one thing. It could be Jimmy or Franny or myself. And myself, it's always crazy things. But I must have had, and I'm not exaggerating, 20 people come up to me and say, you know that there was never a coach who had a beard that won the NCAA tournament?
Say it ain't so.
And Franny brought that up last week. And it was a couple of guys yesterday, all during the last couple of weeks. So no bearded coach has still won. But we'll see what happens in the future. It is the Penthouse on a great Monday, getting you out of the gate quick and getting an early lead. Don't forget the Florida Derby this week. We're going to try to have a couple experts on Saturday picking the big race. We're going to come back with a trifecta. And then 11:45, Barrett Jackson. If you love cars, this is the event to be at. And it's going to be a who's most likely. Franny's going to ask you a question like, who's most likely to go out to the restaurant with you and then forget you're there and leave? Was it be Jimmy? Would it be Franny? Or would it be Greek?
Franny.
Franny's the right question. Yeah, right answer. It wouldn't be me. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back. Peace.
Letting you know what girls talk about when the boys are not around. It's Pillow Talk with Franny and Megan. Friday nights at 7 on Real Radio 92.1 and always available online at realradio921.com/Pillow Talk.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny as we move throughout our Monday. Temperatures will be warming towards the low to mid-80s later on today. Skies continue to stay clear with high pressure and dry air in place. We'll stay warm again for the day on Tuesday, but it becomes much windier heading into the day Wednesday and Thursday.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Want to appear smart to your friends? Tell them you listen to Red Pilled America, where this week we dig deeper into the origins of wokeness and how it infected every institution in America. Listen to Red Pilled America every week on the free iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America.
Call me, Mark Anajar, at the law offices of Anajar & Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
Office in West Palm Beach.
You ever feel like when you're at work, everything you say sounds like this because you're completely unstimulated and you don't care?
But then, when you're talking to your friends about things you're truly interested in and passionate about, you sound like you're alive and loving every moment of it. Then maybe you should try podcasting with Spreaker from iHeart. It's the easiest way to podcast and get paid for it. Just head over to Spreaker.com, Spreaker, and start your voyage from ugh to woo!
Palm Beach Harley has secured 0% APR financing on all new Harley-Davidsons this week. Palm Beach Harley has hundreds of Harleys on site, ready for immediate delivery. Finance experts on site to help get you approved. 0% APR on all new Harleys this week at Palm Beach Harley. Approved credit and Sunday.
Dell's semi-annual sale is the perfect opportunity for a significant business upgrade. Save up to 45% on Dell computers with Windows 11 Pro and get an easy start to your workday. Plus, enjoy special pricing on Dell docks, monitors, servers, and more, all with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. Speak to a Dell Technologies advisor today to find the right tech for your business with fast, free shipping. Call 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents...
And Doug.
Don't you just love the smell of old books?
This is a library.
Sorry, ma'am. We're looking for a book titled Liberty Mutual Customizes Your Car Insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I don't think we carry that, but check nonfiction.
He really does devour literature.
Please leave.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
The following is a true story.
I had a lady that was in her mid-70s, and I'd sold her timeshare, and that was the lowest I'd ever felt in my life. I knew then that I had to do something to simply not to go to hell for selling timeshare.
Chuck McDowell founded Wesley Financial Group to help folks cancel their timeshares permanently.
Called her and everybody that I'd sold timeshare to, and I said, this is what I said to you that was a lie, and this is what you need to do to cancel your timeshare. From that point, people started referring friends to me to help them cancel the timeshare, and that's how it all started. I fought the world's largest timeshare company in federal court. If I had lost that lawsuit, there would be no one helping people that have been lied to when they bought timeshare. If we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare or we'll give your money back. That's what makes us different.
Call Wesley Financial Group now for a free information kit. 800-568-4433. That's 800-568-4433. 800-568-4433.
For more information about contests on the station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
For over 150 years, CIBC has helped people go from where they are to where they want to be. From leading a few employees to managing an entire workforce. From starting local to going national. From generating wealth to generations of wealth. At CIBC, we believe a bank should take you from where you are to wherever you want to be. CIBC, ambitions made real. CIBC Bank USA, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
95 looking good, accident-free throughout the Palm Beaches and right up to speed on the Belvedere Curve in West Palm. Flagler Drive remains shut down for cleanup after the boat show. That'll be for the next several days between Lakeview Avenue and Banyan Boulevard. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's Breakfast. The number one pick is in. Wendy's Breakfast, the official breakfast of March Madness. Choose your starting lineup, like the Breakfast Baconator or Honey Butter Chicken Biscuit, and enjoy oven-baked bacon, fresh cracked eggs, seasoned breakfast potatoes, and Simply OJ. Choose wisely, choose Wendy's.
Don't drive much.
Take any shots at Alec Baldwin's wife.
Wow.
Were they there? Were they there?
That was a joke that was running around.
Oh, yeah. Because he's quick to slap somebody, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think they're thinking about that.
Nope.
And I said a couple of minutes ago about the coach of St. Peter's that he's probably going to leave. And I guess 15 hours ago, he took the Seton Hall job.
Oh, so he's already gone.
He's gone.
Wow, that was quick. Bye. See you later.
Yeah, and it's reported that I got a bunch of text messages about, I don't know, I guess late last night he took the job for Seton Hall. It's quick.
How about that? Huh?
Yeah.
And they didn't even want to fake the loyalty. Like, see ya. Now, Seton Hall is very close, the university, to St. Peter's.
Yeah.
Seton Hall is in South Orange, New Jersey.
Okay.
St. Peter's is in Jersey City. It's about maybe half hour either way.
About that. That seemed about right.
Yeah. So he's gone. So he probably didn't even have to sell his house. Well, I thought he was going to go like to a big school. Well, you know, like somebody big. I really did. I thought he was going to go like the ACC or something.
That seems like a pretty good step up. You know, Seton Hall.
Oh, well, I didn't think it's a step up for St. Peter's. They had like 2,100 kids.
Yeah.
But I thought I might see him like, you know, in ACC or something like that. Maybe Big Ten, one of the programs that are not doing well. But yeah, hats off to him. He's gone already. Man, that's brutal. He's not even there to see his team today. Like they're probably like him, the day after. Hey, coach, I'm gone. See you later.
I know. He's going to bump into his teammates all the time. Because you said it's very close to each other, right?
Yeah, he's going to bump into a lot of his players maybe. But yeah, he's gone. So hats off to him. And that's usually what happens when you have any kind of success in sports. There's another school that wants you to get involved. So
I'm sure that's a big pay raise too. Goes with that.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I think I would love to see what the numbers are. I would say at least double of what he was making. And I don't know what he was making.
Yeah.
I'm guessing maybe, I don't even know, maybe he was making $150,000, $200,000. And that's a lot, I think, for St. Peter's.
Was making?
I'm thinking.
That would be a lot for, I would think, anyway.
But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Well, I'm sure reports will come out what he got. But he's already taking a Seton Hall job, so cat's in a cradle. He's gone. It's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
If you're a fan of Hard Knocks this year, I don't know if you're going to be happy with this or not, but the Detroit Lions are the team that they're going to follow around for the first couple of weeks of preseason and when they're getting ready for the season. I know our big caller, Nate, a.k.a. Peaches, he's a big fan of that, but it looks like the Detroit Lions. And our Miami Heat are having some problems. They lost their fourth game in a row Saturday night to the Nets. They got crushed, and not good for the Heaters. They are in one of the top teams in the East, and you got the Celtics and the Bucks. You got to worry about them. Philadelphia, and hopefully the Heat can finish strong, and we don't keep losing because we don't want to drop to like fifth place in the East. Right now, everybody's bunched up to top four teams. So hopefully they can turn around. They had that big situation the other day with Eric Spoelstra and the fight with Jimmy Butler. Hopefully that's behind them, but I don't know. We'll see what happens with the Heat. Not right now. We're not looking good. Played good all season, and all of a sudden the last week we hit a little bump in the road, and it's not good. And the Final Four is set. We talked about it's going to be North Carolina, Duke. My God. We're talking about two teams that know each other. Duke is a 4-point favorite, and then the other game is Kansas, 4.5 over Villanova. I got a Villanova ticket, but you know what I could probably do with that ticket? Probably put it on my windshield wiper because they lost one of their guards who was averaging 15 points a game and 5 rebounds. He tore his ACL, and it was a bad injury, too. Non-contact. He just slipped on the floor, which was terrible. But it's Villanova and Kansas, and also it is Duke and Carolina, and less than 1%. That is such a small number of the brackets are still left with those in Final Four. If you had those Final Four, call us, 877-927-6969. And that is your trifecta. Peace.
And if it's all right, I would like to direct you to realradio921.com under the Penthouse blog. Franny always puts up some great videos on there. I posted one earlier, too, speaking of basketball. As a little boy, I don't know, maybe 10 years old or something like that, and he's blind, and his basketball team let him shoot a shot on the court during the game, and he made it.
Wow.
Yep.
That's cool.
Very cool.
There's a Twitter video of it out that I posted at realradio921.com under the Penthouse blog. It's pretty cute. Somebody's sitting there tapping on the basket so he knew where to throw it, and son of a gun. And boy, did that crowd erupt.
Oh, I'm sure.
You would have thought they
did.
won some sort of national championship.
Yeah.
It was so loud. Wow, it was great.
You know how good he must have felt?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I love those feel-good kind of videos. One that's not that feel-good, if you go to realradio921.com, you can watch that the sobbing Florida woman who stabbed a deputy in the neck. Luckily, after surgery, the deputy will be okay, but it is insane footage. Also, we have what now is making its rounds as the uncensored footage, and I guess it came from other countries who were telecasting the Academy Awards, where I know here in the States, you do not hear Will Smith cussing at Chris Rock, but in this video, you do. And it is very uncomfortable. And this is what swayed me, because before I was like, oh, that was totally staged. This video changed my mind. And if you missed earlier when we talked about this in the beginning, I also have a girlfriend whose brother was working last night at the Oscars, the Academy Awards.
What a small world.
And the claims is that this was not staged, 100% real. People were scrambling, going, oh no, now what? And even Chris Rock was like, well, there's your moment, if you wanted it. And then also one of our favorites here, who used to be in the NFL, ex-NFL player, is Peyton Manning, and he just joined Instagram. So I posted his new Instagram account. That was his first and only post is a really cute video of him when he's 3 years old playing football with his brothers. So you can check that out. Always linked up to our Facebook and our Twitter. And on our Twitter, Jimmy did put a poll up on whether or not you think that slap heard around the world the Will Smith, Chris Rock, whether you think it was staged or not. So you can go ahead and vote on there too. That's Real Radio 921 on our social.
Jimmy, I got a question for you.
Sure.
Are you allowed now to even look and to see where it's going as far as percentages, or
I
it
can
has
take
to
a
be
look.
concluded?
I can take a look.
Yeah, I would think it would be a higher percentage from just the people I know that they all thought that it was real. But again, it could vary. Different polls, different situations, different demographics.
Yeah, absolutely. But yes, in about 5 minutes, we are going to open up our phone line. So don't call now, but we're going to play Who's Most Likely To. And we have tickets, a pair of one-day passes to the 2022 Barrett-Jackson Auto Auction, which is a really cool time. If you've never been there, we've been fortunate enough to broadcast from there, go hang out there. It's happening April 7th through the 9th at the South Florida Fairgrounds, where you're going to experience the world's greatest collector car auction as hundreds of the most sought-after vehicles cross the block, plus take a ride on the Barrett-Jackson performance track.
Woo!
Yeah.
Nice.
Right?
That sounds like fun, huh?
Yeah. I don't remember that being there before, but that sounds awesome.
That's new this year.
They're going to have live music and a bunch more fun stuff. You can get all the details and another chance to win if you can't make this phone call in about 4 minutes at realradio921.com.
Yeah, you sponsored that, didn't you? That new track?
Yeah, I did.
That's what I thought, yeah. That's Greek
Oh,
track,
that's
yeah.
Greek's track.
Yeah, you go-
Yeah,
I did
I
not know
sponsored it.
that.
You can go fast like Greek.
That sounds wonderful.
By the way, yes, if you go to our Twitter page at Real Radio 921, I put up that poll as far as the slap heard around the world. I like the way Franny puts that, so let's keep that running. As to whether it was real or not, I put up a poll. You had three choices. It was clearly staged. Currently is at 15%. So we're in the minority here. We meaning me, because I'm one that feels that it was a fake. It was real is at 54% on our Twitter poll, and who cares is at a 31%.
Wow.
So apparently a bunch of people just don't care either.
care.
So
I care.
Don't. So
that
is this a
is-
grudge? 6 years in the making? They're saying maybe this is. So the two of them, I guess, have worked together before. I guess long time ago, Chris Rock appeared on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and Jada Pinkett Smith and Chris Rock both voiced, and I don't know if they were ever together in the same room, but they were both voiced Madagascar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they said that they had somewhat of a friendly thing, but I guess back in 2016, when Chris Rock hosted the Academy Awards, he slammed her as well too. And it was like, his quote was like, "But what happened this year? People went mad. Spike Lee went mad. Jada Pinkett Smith went mad. Will Smith went mad. Everyone went mad." He said, Jada said she's not coming, protesting. He's like, "Isn't she on a TV show?" He's like, "Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited." Yeah. So basically, but these are shots that are always taken. So of course, everybody's going to start digging for things that were said between the three of them, shall I say, and see, was this it?
And I said earlier,
Has this been building up this whole time?
Yeah, and yet earlier I said he took a shot at Will Smith for his, I guess, that movie Wild Wild West.
I think everybody took a shot at him for that movie. Have you seen it?
and he got paid $20 million for that.
Oh yeah, I think Will Smith even said, "Man, that was a stinker."
He felt bad taking the money.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's gonna be, sure he did. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more come out, obviously, and there's gonna be some comments both sides. I don't know if Chris Rock's gonna say much. He seems to be quiet, but I sure Will Smith will say something. I mean, you win the Oscar. And all you are when you win the Oscar is inundated with phone calls, interviews, situations. The world wants to talk to you. And I'm sure right now he's not going to want to talk to anybody because everybody's going to want to talk about the slap. They're not going to want to talk about what he just won. And a lot of people are already alluding to that. That's part of the whole Oscar thing. You go around and speak to everybody, TV shows, like I said. But everybody's going to ask him, Will, what the hell happened? And we'll see what happens before he sits down. You'll probably see him sit down maybe, a month from now with Oprah. I can see something like that, a special thing of what happened that night and why did you get so upset and everything like that. I don't know. We'll see what happens with everything. But it is definitely a moment that's going to go down in television history, and it's what everybody's talking about. Nobody really – I haven't heard one person say Will Smith won the Oscar for Best Actor. Not one.
What won Best Picture? Anybody?
Yeah.
Anybody?
Yeah.
Oh, you mentioned the one.
And now I forgot.
Coda.
Coda. That's what I heard this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe, and somebody told me it was a Disney flick.
I have no clue.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I have no clue. I have no idea.
Well,
all I know is
here's a winner's montage, so maybe we can learn now.
There you go.
For performance by an actress in a supporting role.
And the Oscar goes to Ariana DeBose, West Side Story.
Troy Kutcher.
This is the first Oscar in nomination for Troy Kotsur. He is the second deaf actor to win.
And the Oscar goes to
Will Smith!
Jessica Chastain, guys.
Best Picture. Coda.
There you go.
There you go, Coda. So I'm looking into it. It doesn't look like a Disney movie, but maybe it is. But I'm so out of the loop when it comes to what movies were nominated, or I have no idea. Actually, it's not even before things, these award shows have been going downhill for a while as far as viewership and stuff.
All of them.
But a majority of the time, I never know which one the best picture is.
Nobody does.
Yeah.
Because it's usually not a popular picture. I mean, that does a ton of box office.
Yeah, so somebody said that it was a Disney movie. I'm looking into it. It says it's an English language remake of a French film. 2014 French film.
That's close.
Yeah, close enough.
I mean, if I was saying it, it's close, but anybody else. And also, they were supposed to have tributes last night for The Godfather. I don't know if they did that. But right now, we got a tribute for you. That's right. You, male, female, whoever you are. You want tickets to Barrett Jackson? Pick up the phone. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you guys want to get involved and win Barrett Jackson tickets. It's a great event. If you like cars, you'll have a good time. Hang out with somebody and just enjoy and see all the classic cars, all makes, all models, old, new, whatever you want. They have it. 877-927-6969. And we'll have one question about the show, who's most likely to. And you guys are on your way to see Barrett Jackson. And this is not an expensive ticket, so it's a good ticket. And if you like cars, you'll have a good time. Like Franny might ask you, who would slap Chris Rock? Would it be Jimmy? Would it be Franny? Would it be Chris?
Which one of us would it be?
Yeah.
And thank you for texting us. And listen, you can always text us whatever you want. 47142, start off with Real Radio. I won't necessarily read all of them, but if I find it worthy, and I like that you had a great weekend. I said, went to the boat show on Saturday. And I forgot that was going on. There were so many things going on. They said the weather was absolutely beautiful. Finished the afternoon off at the Bend. Great day. So I'm glad you had a good time. I was supposed to go yesterday. My girlfriend got me tickets to the boat show, but I did nothing. I stayed home. And I did a little rest and relaxation, knowing that I have to be at work. And I told G, I was like, something's off with me. And I don't know what it is. But I was like, all right, I need a rest. But yeah, I heard everybody had a great, great time at the boat show. We had the Pride Fest too.
That was packed.
In Lake Worth. They said 30,000 people.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was going to go to that.
I heard it was I had friends who went. My sister went. And they said it was fantastic. Such a good time. Yeah. So we ready to play?
Yep.
What are you holding? What? Because I said my sister?
I didn't say anything.
All right, let's do this.
My God, don't pick on me again today. Yeah, Franny. I learned about it Friday. I was driving there and I went, let me not go. Are we ready to go, Jimmy? Who do we have?
We are. We're starting with JJ. JJ, welcome to the Penthouse. What's going on, pal?
Hey, how you guys doing?
JJ, we're not doing good. How about you?
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
The worst.
How you doing, JJ?
I'm doing okay.
Good. How long have you been listening to this pillar of society of a radio show and station?
A little over 20 years.
Wow. Nice. What do you think of that Greek kid so far?
He is the buffet of the ball.
Oh, yes, he is.
Nice. Jam on the morning.
Yeah.
I hope you win, buddy.
All right.
Here comes Franny with a question.
All right, JJ. I'm going to ask you.
Camera's off.
Whoops, camera's off. Sorry, JJ. Hold, please. All right,
Sure.
Camera's off.
Okay. There we go.
All right.
All right, here we go.
So I'm going to ask you the question, and then just let us place our votes, and Jimmy will cue you up for your answer. So let's go here. All right, JJ, out of the three of us, Jimmy, Greek, or Franny, who is most likely to marry a drug lord?
Okay, JJ, we have our answer. Out of the three of us, Greek, Francis, or myself, Jimmy, who is most likely to marry a drug lord?
Oh, fingers crossed here. I'm going to have to go with Greek.
How do you figure that?
Nice job. He was so offended.
I don't do drugs.
No, but they're loaded. They're very rich.
And usually hot.
Yeah.
I'm a
Colombian.
real love.
Oh, okay.
Appearance means nothing. It's what's inside the person. You bet right I would marry a drug lord. Damn right.
Nice job, JJ.
I have no plans to get married in the future, but if I do,
It's going to be a drug lord.
Drug lord, that's right.
it's going to be with somebody with a lot of cash and not a lot of time left.
Boy.
Wow. Which one do I?
I don't
Boy,
know.
we can take that a couple.
Yeah.
Huh.
All right. Well, JJ, you're going to Barrett Jackson. I'm
Yeah,
happy
you're going to
for you.
Barrett Jackson, JJ. I'm going to put you on hold here, pal, and get some info from you here in a couple of minutes, so hang in there.
And if you're like, dang it, I really wanted those tickets. We always have tickets up for grabs. Tomorrow, I'm excited. I have to go. Remind me to ask for these tickets, by the way. We have tickets to go see Tortuga Music Festival.
Oh, that's right.
Tortuga.
Yeah.
You go every year.
I go every year, but that is happening on the beautiful beaches of Fort Lauderdale, April 8th through the 10th. So we'll be doing that.
Next week.
And then back Wednesday, Barrett Jackson. So if you really want those tickets, make sure you are always tuned into the Penthouse all the time. But 11:45 is when we do our giveaway. And speaking of Tortuga, that's what Dano, since he is back from vacation, Dano and Nutter are going to be giving away those passes today, sometime between 3 and 7.
Well, you should definitely go because you could be a roving reporter.
A roving reporter.
Yeah, I think that's great. You can, from the scene, tell us what it's like. I know you've been there for years.
I'll probably go one day. I'm supposed to do a race on Saturday, and I have not confirmed it yet.
Yeah.
So and if I do, I'll probably just do Tortuga on Sunday like I did last time. I just did it one day.
All right, well, let us know if we can make anything.
Sure.
Get you tickets, give you a ride, whatever you need.
That sounds good. I'll take the Bright Line down.
Yeah,
the Brightline's
nice.
perfect way to go.
Yeah, all right. So there you got it. Franny's going to be on the Bright Line going to Tortuga, whatever the hell it is. And Fort Lauderdale.
Tortuga, way to sell it.
Ringing endorsement of a prize that we're giving away. here.
It's a great prize.
Sell it.
Amazing we get sponsors.
It's a great prize. It is. I mean, people love it.
So speaking of Franny is our workout guru.
Yes.
To say here, I got a question for you. Have you heard of this new workout? So much for a no pain and no gain. The hot new trend of the gym is making sure you're relaxed and not breaking a sweat. Apparently, a new report found gyms are offering more mellow workout classes as the pandemic eases. They're seeing more demand for gentle workouts, things like guided meditation and easy yoga. And more gyms are adding dedicated recovery rooms, too, with things like lounges and personal massagers. One guy, keep it clean, one guy who's in a stretching class said that he just lies on a mat with a pillow for an hour compared to a nap time. He's comparing it to nap time in preschool. It's partly because we're all out of shape, and after 2 years, it's hard for people to get back into the workout routine. But it's also because the pandemic has shifted our priorities. We're less worried about looking good and more concerned about feeling good.
Huh. All right, now I understand. Listen, stress is a killer.
Doesn't sound like anything I've ever heard of before until I saw this report.
And I do believe in meditation, and I do believe about getting rest and all that stuff, and just unwinding. I 100%, because I think that we need that. We need it mentally, because as I mentioned, stressor can be a killer. It really can. But to call it exercise. That sounds like a bunch of hoopla to me.
Workout trend?
A workout trend where you're going and you're laying down and taking a nap? That's called napping. That's called sleeping. That's not exercising.
But they're talking about these gyms putting in new relaxing areas and wind down rooms. I mean,
so like, babe, I'm going to the gym. You take your pillow with you. See you later.
You probably have a gym membership going up.
Well, no, and that's probably why they're doing it. Because
Could
maybe
be.
they're seeing that memberships are going down. They're like,
Sure.
what's trending? What can we do to bring people in to the gym? It's not my cup of tea. I mean, if I'm going to do that, I'm doing it at home. And I do. I will. I do.
Yeah, really.
I have a meditation app, and I will do that kind of stuff. I don't have to pay to go do it. And you should. You should take that time, whether it's once a week, every day. You should take that time. But I think it's quite silly that they're calling it working out at a gym and that they're offering these new classes.
Mellow workout classes.
Mellow, yes.
Hey, everybody can work out now. You can just go there, like you said, hang out with your pillow. Or sit there.
Yeah.
No, that's what they're doing. They're just sitting in like massage chairs.
So make it like a Starbucks. Bring a cappuccino, sit down.
I was going to say, when does the McDonald's open up?
Yeah, right? Well, there was that one McDonald's that I posted a while ago. I think it was in China or something, where they were it was like little desk where they could eat, but their feet were on like exercise bikes.
Oh, yeah.
So they were pedaling as they're eating their lunch.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And
Burn it off, eat
Yeah.
it more, burn it off,
That's
eat more.
the world that we're coming to, I guess.
Yeah. I think you're 100% right, though, because of the COVID and situations with a lot of businesses. They're trying to get back into where they were. How can we make it easier for people? But if you go there and take a nap, can't you just stay home and take a nap? Do you have to really pay for that?
Yeah.
877-927-6969. If you guys have an opinion about the big Chris Rock thing, if you missed it, Chris Rock got slapped last night at the Oscars by Will Smith. Was it real? Was it fake? What are your thoughts? Check out the video. And also, is it going to hurt Will Smith's career? going
So
forward.
getting canceled. Or canceling Will Smith.
I don't think they'll cancel him, but
I'm just kidding, I know.
But movies, will they?
Everybody gets canceled these days, so actually, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, will movie studios want to get behind Will Smith now after this action, seeing how public opinion is and what they really think about his behavior yesterday? And he also, on a night where he had one of his greatest achievements ever, he won an Oscar. So I mean, that's unbelievable. Mm-hmm. And then when you show him, if you do check it out, he does make a speech, and he looks very emotional. He looks like he has.
Oh, he's teary-eyed the whole time.
Yeah, I think he had a night where he had a ton of emotions in him, and what was going on. Obviously the winning, the accomplishment, the success, and then obviously his wife and the whole thing with Chris Rock.
Yeah, he doesn't get canceled from this. Yeah. I don't see it. I mean, if this was real and it was all off the cuff and it happened just the way that they showed there and it was, 100% legit, then all he's got to do is just stay out of the media for a little while.
Sure.
Give it a month or two, and then, like Greek says, go on Oprah and tell your story. I was just sticking up for my wife. It was wrong. Say a couple of apologies. He's fine. They'll cast him in more movies.
Who knows?
It'll be a big draw.
Maybe before the Oscars, they had a blowout, those two. Maybe she said, hey, I'm leaving. You don't stick up for me enough. I mean, who knows? The video does show him laughing at the joke. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden you see they pan over to her, and she's not happy at all. And then he gets up and cracks him. Imagine if Chris Rock came in and just started running. Just took off. Yeah.
Freaking Benny Hill's going in and running around the place.
Just took off. I'm out of here.
Come here.
But yeah, it is an interesting piece to discuss. Everybody's discussing it, all aspects of life, social media, radio, TV. Everybody's got an opinion. Your opinion's wanted too. Mm-hmm. So if you want to call us, 877-927-6969. Just gave away Barrett Jackson tickets. That's a great ticket for a great event. If you like cars, young, old, doesn't matter, classics, whatever it is, they got it there. We were there a few times, and I always had a good time broadcasting live. It is the Penthouse on a Monday after the Final Four is finally set. Is there still madness? Not as much. And remember, the most popular word that came out of the madness was peacock. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
This must be why God created YouTube. Go to realradio921.com/watch so you can watch us make radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny as we move throughout our Monday. Temperatures will be warming towards the low to mid 80s later on today. Skies continue to stay clear with high pressure and dry air in place. We'll stay warm again for the day on Tuesday, but it becomes much windier heading into the day Wednesday and Thursday.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Are you a safe driver? Are you looking to save money? With DriveWise from Allstate, the safer you drive, the more you can save. At Allstate, better protection costs a whole lot less. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
There's a lot of personal injury lawyer ads out there, but this is the only one you need to remember. It's zipclaims.com. Perfect for car accidents, slip and falls, and homeowner insurance claims. See, personal injury lawyers take 30 to 40% of the money they recover for you. That's money that should be going in your pocket, not theirs. And thanks to COVID, it could take 3 to 5 years for your case to go to trial. That's too long. So if you're looking for a fast and fair resolution to your case, use zipclaims.com. Hi, I'm attorney John Broder, and other lawyers charge you 30 to 40% regardless of whether your case settles or goes to trial. That's not fair, which is why I started zipclaims.com, where you can use our software for free and keep 100% of your settlement money. 96% of cases settle, so yours probably will too. Don't hire an expensive lawyer who's going to overcharge you to settle your case. Visit zipclaims.com. Restrictions apply, so visit zipclaims.com to see if your claim qualifies. Visit zipclaims.com today.
The podcast, What's Your Problem, dives deep into new technology and the challenges facing people at the top of their field. On each episode, Jacob Goldstein, former co-host of NPR's Planet Money, speaks with the entrepreneurs and engineers creating innovations in medicine, artificial intelligence, and more.
We didn't have a particular technology. We didn't have a business model. We didn't have a way of making money. It was a great way to start a company. I highly recommend it.
Listen to What's Your Problem on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
When you get a call from a top NBA player who was injured in a car crash by a drunk driver and faces a career-ending injury, you know you must bring your A game. And you also feel grateful that your reputation as the world's largest injury firm with hundreds and hundreds of verdicts and billions in recoveries for our clients has been recognized. Results matter, reputation matters, choices matter. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, or thepeople.com.
Paid for by government.com.
Have you heard? The United States Mint has issued the Morgan Silver Dollar for the first time in 100 years. Not only that, but they are also minted in 99.9% pure silver for the first time ever in history. Coin experts are calling this an amazing opportunity for anyone that knows the enduring popularity of Morgans. But you must hurry. Only 175,000 legal tender silver dollars were issued. These Morgan Silver Dollars are brand new, bright and shiny legal tender coins minted by the iconic Philadelphia Mint. Just call 1-800-973-3098 and you are guaranteed a new 99.9% pure silver Morgan dollar. The first time in history this has happened. But with limited quantities, you must call now to order. To learn more, call 1-800-973-3098. If you order now, you will receive a free collector bonus, a $25 value free with every order. Call 1-800-973-3098 now to secure your new Morgan Silver Dollars before they are gone. That's 1-800-973-3098.
Keeping your small business on course can be challenging, but the UPS Store has just the ings to help, from printing to packing to even shipping, which means your collectible business can finally ship that ship in the bottle you've been meaning to ship. Try saying that 5 times fast. Our certified packing experts can pack just about any ing, and thanks to our pack and ship guarantee, expect nothing but smooth sailing from here to your customer, giving you more time for the ings that matter most, like your first mate. And that's my cue. The UPS Store. Every ink for small business, all in one place.
Everything is possible now. The UPS Store.
The UPS Store franchise locations are independently owned and operated. Product, services, pricing, and hours may vary. See Center for details. The UPS Store pack and ship guarantee is available at participating locations. Visit theupsstore.com/guarantee for full details.
Head north without the hassle. The UPS Store has everything to get you moving. From your golf clubs to your artwork, you can trust our certified packing experts to pack and ship everything back home. Visit theupsstore.com to find a store near you.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
95 looking good, accident-free throughout the Palm Beaches and right up to speed on the Belvedere Curve in West Palm. Flagler Drive remains shut down for cleanup after the boat show. That'll be for the next several days between Lakeview Avenue and Banyan Boulevard. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Market Disruptors Live May 6th through May 8th in Dallas, Texas. In these uncertain times, it's never been more important to grow your wealth and protect your freedom. Learn how to do that and more with today's top experts at Market Disruptors Live, May 6th through the 8th in Dallas, Texas. Save your spot now at marketdisruptorslive.com.
This is WZZR FM, West Palm Beach, Real Radio 92.1, powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Been in an accident? Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Portions of the following program will be recorded.
Back in the Penthouse on a Monday on Real Radio. R&R, baby, 921. We appreciate you guys always listening to us. Thank you so much for what you do. And we always try to thank you every which way we can. First of all, we throw this entertainment at you every day. Come on. Yeah, get it all over you. That's right. We're giving you this on the arm. And then 11:45 every day we got a giveaway. And don't forget, after us, it's, what the hell's the name of the show?
The News Junkie?
News Junkie. News Junkie.
All kinds of info.
Oh, man. Happy Monday.
They're after us. With a lot of information and news. They'll probably have their take on Will Smith and Chris Rock.
Oh, I'm sure.
And go on with Chachi and Yanni.
Nice.
Yanni. Dano's back in the house for what I don't know, but he's back.
Oh, heavens, yes.
Oh, heavens, yes. I might call into the show today and ask Dano about breaking a frame that my dad gave me that meant something to me that I had in the studio. But it's all gone now because Dano broke it. But there's no hard feelings. But he is back with Yanni. Love that show, 3 to 7. Make sure you guys put that in your little hat so you remember the letter.
This is what Dano said after he broke it.
Nuts.
And now it is time. It is time.
Yes.
It is time.
It is.
It's that time.
Yep.
Where Francis says nice things about me. Kidding. Florida stories.
Is that a new segment?
Florida.
Did you say Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, there was a drunk man. I feel like that's how all the Florida stories start.
It's okay. I'm drunk. Doesn't hurt.
This 21-year-old Xavier Matthews, people saw him. He was trying to break into cars, and they were like, "Dude!" So they called the cops. Dude. So Jacksonville,
Where's my car?
dude. Yeah. So Jacksonville Sheriff's Office went to this place where he was at. It was a parking lot where this guy's trying to break into cars, and witnesses told police that there was a shooting. But police were like, well, what? Did he shoot somebody? Yeah, nope. The guy accidentally shot himself.
Uh-oh.
This intoxicated dude attempting to break into strangers' cars. They don't say how he accidentally shot himself, but he did. And I guess when he shot himself, obviously it spooked him because it was like, oh, I just caused some attention towards myself. So he went running, and he was found in a ditch, bleeding. The cops did arrest him, not only because he was trying to break into cars, but he also had 2 active warrants. So after they identified him, they were like, yep, this guy's got active warrants for, shocker, robbery. And he also was charged with breaching probation, carrying a concealed weapon, and armed robbery. They say that he has remained in custody and is not eligible for bail. And then next up in your What the Florida, crazy video, realradio921.com. And it shows moments before just unthinkable happened. So this is video from the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office. And they show the moments leading up to when a woman stabbed a deputy in the neck at a crash scene. So Leah Michelle Day, young 21 years old, is being held on a charge of attempted premeditated first-degree murder of a law enforcement officer, which is quite interesting, the premeditated thing. But because she got in a crash. She crashed her car down an embankment along South Indian River Drive. Well, there was a deputy, Cody Colangelo, I believe. I'm sorry if I'm messing up your name. And he was a uniformed deputy. And he rushed the scene to try to help her, like they all do when somebody gets in an accident or crash or is in need. So rushes over to try to help her, and he's like, what's going on? And you can see her, like, she's kind of walking along shoreline, and she replies back, I don't know. And he was like, were you in a crash? And the woman started to walk, like, kind of ignore him and walk into the other direction. So it was like, he told her to hold on. And she replied back, and she just started crying. And she's like, I'm scared. She also had her hands behind her back, which was interesting. Well, when the deputy asked her to walk up the stairs, which she did, seconds later, she just out of nowhere lunged at him and stabbed him in the neck. A very scary situation. Of course, he fired his gun at her, and she ended up running away. As he's holding pressure to his neck, he radioed for help, and luckily, deputies who responded to the scene did find her and arrest her. Looked like right after the incident, he went to the hospital and had to go into surgery because of the attack, because it nicked one of his arteries, a major artery in his neck. They said, but he's already home, thank goodness, recovering. They're very thankful, they said, for the doctors and nurses at Lawnwood Hospital for the great care that they provided to the deputy, and he's at home resting comfortably. So it is very, very crazy situation. Man, yes.
Thank goodness.
I know. And then finally, we have a Florida man who drove up to Tennessee to cause some havoc. It doesn't all just happen in Florida. But this Florida man, he went into a liquor store, and the liquor store refused service to him. And they said because he was very intoxicated. And this is the first time I've heard this, because I know that bars and restaurants can shut you down, but I guess liquor stores can be like, nope, not selling you that either.
Yeah, imagine.
You're too drunk.
Restaurants, anywhere you go.
Yeah. So the guy was upset that they didn't want to sell him booze. But they were like, yeah, he smelled strongly of alcohol. He was belligerent. His speech was slurred. And he admitted. He was like, yeah, I've been drinking for a while, too. So all that led up to, yeah, guy's very drunk. Well, anyway, so when they decided that they weren't going to give Charles Marion Fields alcohol, he went to the electrical box and shut off all their power.
Wow.
Yep.
You like apples? I like them apples.
And I don't mean like he just kind of switched over the breakers. Like they said that he busted the electrical box and there was sparking coming out of it. Like the thing was sparking. So, of course, cops were called and they were able to catch up to the guy. He was identified. Witnesses saw him doing it, so it's not like he was trying to be sneaky. They said they watched him vandalize the building, and he was taken into custody after being deemed a danger to himself and others. And that is your What the Florida.
It's pretty sad. Pretty sad. And always a good job by Francis. We do it twice a show, 10:05 and 12:05. And when these stories have been going on the last couple of weeks, you better hope you're not in them. You give us all the information, all the power, Florida, South Florida, wherever. But the way you behave, and if it's not too normal and it sounds a little off the cuff, Franny's going to nail it. And then you guys are going to be on blast. You don't want that. Act smart. Don't do the wrong thing. And just behave. Some of these stories, I always shake my head like, what the hell?
So somebody did text us because we were talking about the Oscar swag bag, right? It was worth $140,000 or something close to it.
Whether did you get taxed on it?
Yeah, but there was more. They texted us about what was, because I talked about that plot of land.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and
right.
so we got a text from somebody and basically said it's just like this 1-by-1 piece of grass. So yeah. And it's more like novelty kind of thing, which is kind of cool. I feel like this is like right up Greek's alley. So he could do this. So basically, it's a small plot of land. And with that, you get the title of Lord or Lady of Glencoe.
I see.
So
Okay.
yeah, so you get it's of Glencoe. So you get this free little thing, and then Greek will be Lord Greek. You know, like I could be like, yes, I want that. So yes, that's
Lady Greek.
Oh, you want to be Lady Greek? Got
Well, Lord
it.
has a nice ring to it.
Yes.
Has a little more pump into the hump.
Mm-hmm.
Lord Greek.
Yes.
Sir Greek.
Now
is
you're
talking.
Pumping the hump.
Sir Greek is nice too.
Mind if I call you Jennifer?
Not at all. You got the right money. You can call me anything you want. I'm your bitch till 6 a.m.
And somebody's wondering if we've purchased this. I can tell you I have not, but at 47142, start off with Real Radio. Just wondering if Franny, Greek, or Jimmy, if you've bought any of those $50 scratchers yet. I haven't.
I bought one.
No.
Did you?
Oh,
Yeah.
did you? Okay.
I did buy one a couple weeks ago.
How'd you do?
I'm here. I
There
did
you
buy
go.
one. It was a treat. I saved up for a month,
Good for you.
and I said, okay, I'm
Way
going
to
try
treat
it.
yourself.
Saved up for a month.
Yeah.
Because you're broke.
Way to treat yourself.
It was not in my budget. I haven't played them, but it is very tempting.
Oh, you haven't played it yet?
No, I played it once.
Oh, okay, okay,
But I'm
okay.
saying it's tempting because in your mind, even though it's not true, again, my mind, you think the bigger one you play, you have a better chance to win.
Yeah.
There's people.
That's in my mind, too.
Yeah, the people who win $1 million ones on 50, on 20, on 10, on 5. We've seen it. But in my mind, I'm like, okay, it's 50. It's got to be more winners. And I always thought like maybe they want to promote the game. I only played one, but I didn't win at all. But 50's a lot for a scratch.
It is. Even to me, the 30 and 20. Like
Yeah.
every time I go, I think I've purchased a few 20s, but I'm a 5 and 10 kind of girl. Yep.
Well, it depends. I mean, if you again, whatever you purchase, I mean, your mind too. I got a buddy of mine. He only does $10 ones, but he'll do 10 of them. You know what I mean? It's still $100. We talk
It
about
is, but you get to play 10 different scratchers instead of just 2.
I know, but in like a gambler's mind, even people who bet sports or the casinos, they always try to justify it. Like, I only bet 2 games, but I bet $500. You still bet $1,000.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
No,
and I've
man.
told you that for years.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like people would crack
We find
me.
this happy place in our heads.
Yeah.
Let's
Justified.com.
just do that. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, people would crack me. Like, oh, I can't believe you bet that. But then they would tell me they bet 9 games. I mean, it's the same amount. Same thing with the scratcher. If you think, well, 50 is too much, but if you play $10 ones, it's the same thing. But I don't know. It's a false thing I have in my mind. I would play again, probably. And I also think another thing, like all these things, I don't know where you come from. If you play them like at a gas station or convenience store, I feel like you got a better luck than if you play them like at, Publix or the machine. Like I think it's better to pull them from behind the counter. But again, it's just something in my mind that's obviously it's not true because I never win. It is the Penthouse. It is a Friday, which makes it Monday.
Oh, boy. How quickly it turns to Friday.
Just like that.
Just like that, people.
We're going to tell you something about coworkers that you might be surprised about. When I saw it, I was shocked. It is the Penthouse. You want to play a scratcher with me? Peace.
The bad news, the brain isn't all that great at hearing stuff and remembering it. The good news, you can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 92.1.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny as we move throughout our Monday. Temperatures will be warming towards the low to mid 80s later on today. Skies continue to stay clear with high pressure and dry air in place. We'll stay warm again for the day on Tuesday, but it becomes much windier heading into the day Wednesday and Thursday.
This report is sponsored by the Market Disruptors Live May 6th through May 8th in Dallas, Texas. In these uncertain times, it's never been more important to grow your wealth and protect your freedom. Learn how to do that and more with today's top experts at Market Disruptors Live, May 6th through the 8th in Dallas, Texas. Save your spot now at marketdisruptorslive.com.
What the Florida is brought to you by Knox & Dunn, strong and true Florida rum. Flavor straight from the barrel, nothing added. Try it today.
Paid for by government.com.
Have you heard? The United States Mint has issued the Morgan Silver Dollar for the first time in 100 years. Not only that, but they are also minted in 99.9% pure silver for the first time ever in history. Coin experts are calling this an amazing opportunity for anyone that knows the enduring popularity of Morgans. But you must hurry. Only 175,000 legal tender silver dollars were issued. These Morgan silver dollars are brand new, bright and shiny legal tender coins minted by the iconic Philadelphia Mint. Just call 1-800-973-3098 and you are guaranteed a new 99.9% pure silver Morgan dollar. The first time in history this has happened. But with limited quantities, you must call now to order. To learn more, call 1-800-973-3098. If you order now, you will receive a free collector bonus, a $25 value free with every order. Call 1-800-973-3098 now to secure your new Morgan silver dollars before they are gone. That's 1-800-973-3098.
If you've been injured on the job and are not receiving the benefits you're entitled to, call me, Glenn Levine, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 and take back control of your life.
Office in West Palm Beach.
As the rate of COVID-19 infections continues to decline across the country, some parents wonder if they should vaccinate their young children. We asked Dr. Sarah Stevens, the Network Medication Safety Officer for Honor Health in Scottsdale, about the importance of vaccines for children.
Yeah, my advice to parents is to get your child vaccinated. When you look at the data and how these vaccines came to market and also how the post-market surveillance is ongoing, I feel really comfortable with the safety of these vaccines in children. It appears that kids fare a little better than adults, but just in January alone, there were like 2 million COVID cases among kids. So it's happening for sure, and setting up your kids for success, right? Giving them the best shot at avoiding a severe issue and potential long-term complication that we don't yet know of when you get the disease, I think is really important.
To find COVID-19 vaccines and boosters near you, check out vaccines.gov.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents.
And Doug.
Don't you just love the smell of old books?
This is a library.
Sorry, ma'am. We're looking for a book titled Liberty Mutual Customizes Your Car Insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I don't think we carry that, but check nonfiction.
It really does devour literature.
Please leave.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Keeping your small business on course can be challenging, but the UPS Store has just the ings to help. From printing to packing to even shipping, which means your collectible business can finally ship that ship in the bottle you've been meaning to ship. Try saying that 5 times fast. Our certified packing experts can pack just about any ing. And thanks to our pack and ship guarantee, expect nothing but smooth sailing from here to your customer, giving you more time for the ings that matter most, like your first mate. And that's my cue. The UPS Store, every ink for small business, all in one place.
Everything is possible now. The UPS Store.
The UPS Store franchise locations are independently owned and operated. Product services, pricing, and hours may vary. See Center for details. The UPS Store pack and ship guarantee is available at participating locations. Visit the upsstore.com/guarantee for full details.
Head north without the hassle. The UPS Store has everything to get you moving. From your golf clubs to your artwork, you can trust our certified packing experts to pack and ship everything back home. Visit the upsstore.com to find a store near you.
Dell's semi-annual sale is the perfect opportunity for a significant business upgrade. Save up to 45% on Dell computers with Windows 11 Pro and get an easy start to your workday. Plus, enjoy special pricing on Dell docks, monitors, servers, and more, all with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. Speak to a Dell Technologies advisor today to find the right tech for your business with fast free shipping. Call 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents.
And Doug. Don't you just love the smell of old books?
Shh, this is a library.
Sorry, ma'am. We're looking for a book titled Liberty Mutual Customizes Your Car Insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I don't think we carry that, but check nonfiction.
He really does devour literature.
Please leave.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Heading out along 95 without much of a hassle. Things looking good throughout Palm Beach County right now. And we're running smoothly on the turnpike as well. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Market Disruptors Live May 6th through May 8th in Dallas, Texas. In these uncertain times, it's never been more important to grow your wealth.
Event. Want to thank you so much for coming out. If you did, I know we were so fortunate to meet a bunch of you. And if you go to our IG, that's our Instagram at Real Radio 921, I posted some pictures from our time there. There's a picture of the three of us from the Penthouse, picture of Jimmy and I. We even got Nutter in the mix, so you can seek all that out. But yes, once again, thank you so much for making the event such a success. Hello, this is Franny. Of course, we got Jimmy with us.
Good afternoon.
And G-Man. Hi, Greek.
Tiganis Gala. I just met a fellow Greek. By the way, I missed it on Friday, and I caught a lot of heat from people. Friday was Greek Independence Day, and I did miss it. So for all you Greeks out there, it was Independence Day, so Tiganis Gala.
Did Nick tell you?
Actually, a bunch of people did tell me, and 7 out of 10 people were named Nick. Which was,
shocker.
Shocker. Our building is very unique right now since COVID. There is not the full force that we had. Everybody's working, but they're working at home.
Yeah.
So when there's individuals that just walk around, sometimes you just ask, who are you?
Yeah.
So there was a couple of guys just walking back around, and they were looking at me, and I don't know who they are. So I asked, who are you? And
Bob Pittman.
Yeah.
Hi, Bob.
I'm the guy who writes the checks, or signs them, shall I say.
I knew it wasn't Bob Pittman, but it was pretty funny because he goes, I'm Greek. And I went, oh, wow.
That's who he said. He said his name was Greek.
No.
Were you like, hold on, I'm Greek.
Wait a minute.
There'll only be one of us.
Yo, copyright.
He just said he was Greek. It was just pretty funny.
Got it. Because when you said, when you introduced yourself as Greek, he was like, oh, me too. What do you know?
Yeah. And I just was, it was unusual. And I was just saying, who are you? Then he explained himself. He gave me a nice compliment, which I appreciated, but a lot of Greeks do that to kiss people's ass.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It probably wasn't true, but it is what it is. 877-927-6969. And I know Jimmy's got a story about coworkers that might be very unusual.
I was going to say, speaking of coworkers, most people always welcome nice compliments, right? But dread hearing criticism. Or do they? A surprising study by a team with the American Psychological Association suggests people should actually be a bit more honest when it comes to constructive feedback. Scientists found that most individuals underestimate just how much others appreciate and desire constructive criticism that can potentially improve their performance. So the next time a loved one or coworker is making a mistake or an error right in front of you, don't be afraid to speak up. While there is always a risk of offending others, this study indicates in most cases the other person will appreciate your honesty. So, Franny, really, have we come out of our shell and let Greek know that when he messes up, maybe?
Really? Do you listen? She slams you all day, 4 days a week.
I don't do that.
I'm immune to it.
Oh, boy.
The study involved experiments where people were given awkward moments, and you could either get or give feedback, and a surprising amount of people chose feedback as to receive the constructive feedback. They would rather hear people tell you, what's wrong or, something. And again, constructive is the word there. But more if it was framed in a way such as, here's the thing that might have been bad. And, what would you say if the roles were reversed? Again, it's all about wording and the way you approach it too, which is pretty obvious. When you're polite to somebody, you're going to get it better. But more people would rather have that feedback. And I know I would.
I would too.
I think it's always good, again, when it's in a constructive way. What's wrong? What can we do better? What's a way we can improve things? And whether it's we or me or, I often say we because we talk about the show so much. So that's why I always put we in there.
Yes.
But even in myself, what can I do better? And apparently that's the way a lot more people feel that way than you might think.
And I'm with you. I'm 100% down with constructive feedback, criticism, whatever it is. I understand that in doing this or any other job I've had or even in life, like Greek says, none of us are perfect. And we all should strive to be better. And if we're doing something incorrect, then tell me. I'm totally okay with that. And I get it too. I get it in the text line. I get it. And it's okay. I don't get offended by it because if I'm doing something wrong or if I say something that's incorrect, then let me know. And also tell me how I can fix it too, right?
Yeah, well, we do it just to make the audience feel involved. That's why we make mistakes.
We make all these mistakes for you.
That's it.
Yeah.
Again, I'm speaking for myself as far as mistakes go. As far as, criticizing a coworker, I'm just gonna be like, if I know something's not good, I'm not comfortable with doing it.
Even if it's constructive criticism, because you're actually, and because I know that it might be something tough to do, but if you're helping them in the long run, and maybe even in the short term, if you're just helping them out by saying, hey, that way is not really working or what you're doing, maybe try this way instead. You're giving a suggestion, and it's the way that you say it, too, without sounding condescending or like you know it all.
But I think a lot of times people just look at it that, when they're doing it, they don't realize maybe they're doing something wrong. But I just wouldn't. If I work with people for years, I just let them do what they want because I don't think they're going to listen anyway. But if I can help their career, that's something different. A mistake on a day by day basis.
Well, that's the same thing.
Well, I'm talking about long term. Like if somebody does something wrong on a report or an email or says something or something like that, I might just let it go. Like if I got an email the other day and a couple things were wrong.
And you didn't tell them.
I didn't want to tell them because I didn't think the person wanted to hear it. So I just took a knee. I just went, okay, we'll do it. Then like 48 hours later, he texted me and he goes, I found out a couple of those things I was wrong about. And, whatever. I didn't say, yeah, I knew, but I wasn't comfortable. He was over me too, so I didn't want to.
He was like on top of you?
In a way.
Wow. Do you have video?
No video. No video. I have to slap that Will Smith gave Chris Rock. I like Jimmy's audio. Welcome to Miami. I think that was great. That was the best one today. That got game ball. But if people are saying that, that's great to hear. Because I think if you can help your career in a positive way and take criticism, it's good.
Yeah, and I do understand it. It's hard, right? It's because sometimes you feel like maybe you're being rude or you're being negative when you say stuff like this.
Or people might be like, I don't want your opinion.
Yeah, but to hear they do, obviously, according to this.
Yeah, and that's according to this, more people would rather hear that. But I understand having that awkward moment, making it feel bad, or making it a situation that seems confrontational. And I understand, Greek, because I'm like that too. I don't like confrontation, all that much.
I don't. And maybe I'm taking it wrong. I don't look at it as confrontation. I just look like I don't think sometimes it's my business, or I don't think the person really wants to hear me. So I'm like, what am I going to say? Because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
okay. Well, if that's the case, then that's fair.
I could be
if you're not confident in your own.
Well, it's not that. It's just I think that everybody sees things through different lenses.
Sure.
A lot of times. And that's a nice way of saying it, as far as like sometimes I will say, hey, as opposed to saying you don't like the person, I'm not a big fan of this person.
But don't you think in the business world, a lot of things are very black and white and there's no gray area when it comes to business?
Yes and no. I don't know. I mean, something might work for you that might not work for me, vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, if something blatant, then I'm going to jump in. Then I'll be like, hey, I don't think you should do that or say that. He's going to take it the wrong way or she's going to take it the wrong way. Then I would do that. I don't want to see anybody crash and burn. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. But if it's something minor, I'll be like, hey, man, that's the way they do it. And who am I to say anything? Because I don't know. It seems like that. And I do it in my dating life too. I got to be honest. I've done it my whole life. And that's not a great thing. You should be open.
You're going to go out in that?
No, I never say that. No, that I never say. No, I've never said that to anybody because I know that's a bad thing.
Nice napkin.
Yeah.
You said that to me before.
I might have felt girls I've dated in the past wore some things inappropriate for where we were going.
Yeah.
That's all.
And again, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but they might, and they took offense to it.
Sure.
So I
didn't work.
Yeah. Where we want. Ripped out.
Yeah. Okay, Dad.
Get that out of here.
Okay, Dad. See what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
I can say one thing, and oh my God. I mean, the whole world don't have to see your goods. I dated this one girl. She used to always want to show everybody a rack. And she had a great rack. I mean, as far as racks go, it was rack.com. But after a while, it was just like, it was just too much. You know what I mean? Like, it took 18 minutes for the waiter to realize I was at the table. Hey, can I order two? Yeah. It is
water with lemon. Over here?
Anytime.
Hello. Bring it in.
Yeah.
Bring it in.
Yeah. The guy gives me the check but looks at her.
Shocker.
And he's just got he's handing it out. There you go. Thanks.
Is there anything else you would like?
Yeah. Anything else you like, hon? It is the Penthouse on a great Monday, right out of the gate. Strong today. Get you out of that bed. And hopefully you guys are having a great day. And again, thanks to Strike Cigar Lounge for having us for March Madness. They want us back for football season. I can't believe it. Can you, Franny? God, it's a shocker.
Nope.
It is. Thank you, Franny. It is the Penthouse.
Wait, did you say Franny? Did you ever just say that?
I said, can you believe Strike wants us back, Franny?
I thought you said thank you, Franny. I am so confused.
Don't worry about it. You're on the perfect show.
Yeah, I am.
It is the Penthouse. We'll be back with a trifecta and so much more.
You're listening to Real Radio, available everywhere you want to listen. Yeah, even there. On our free iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Hey, this is Lincoln Kennedy, 3-time Pro Bowler. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Blindstar.
The Final Four is set. Kansas, Villanova, Duke, and North Carolina compete in New Orleans starting Saturday. Former Australian Open champ Victoria Azarenka is taking a break from tennis after retiring from her Miami Open match yesterday. She's citing stress in her personal life. Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel is already drawing up plays for Tyreek Hill, saying there is no limit to how Cheetah can be involved. I'm Rich Johnson.
Need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. And right now, save 45% off any order. Just use code RADIO at checkout. Blindster.com.
Don't drive much, don't pay much with pay-per-mile insurance from Allstate. Life is good when you're in the driver's seat. At Allstate, better protection costs a whole lot less. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
The True Crime Podcast, What Happened to Sandy Beale, investigates the alarming death of a young woman who dreamed of a career in law enforcement. Journalist Melissa Jeltsin untangles the mystery at the heart of the investigation, revealing a troubling pattern by officials close to the case.
I didn't take any of that crap because I could tell that they were hiding something.
Listen to What Happened to Sandy Beale on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Be a part of the world's greatest collector car auction's highly anticipated return to Florida. The 2022 Barrett-Jackson Palm Beach Auction, April 7th through 9th. Experience the action as hundreds of the most sought-after vehicles cross the block. Take a lap on the Barrett-Jackson Performance Track. Explore the exhibitor marketplace with interactive displays, live music, food, and more. This unforgettable automotive event is fun for the entire family. To purchase tickets or for more information, visit barrett-jackson.com.
Hi, my name's Joe Cordell. Sometimes in divorce, courts require the higher earner to pay to the other party what's called spousal support or alimony. Usually this order can be modified in certain circumstances, but such modifications are often complicated and are best entrusted to attorneys that are well acquainted with such matters. You're not alone.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and by appointment only in Dadeland. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
New studies have begun to assess the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on different communities in America. We spoke with Rear Admiral Felicia Collins, Director of the Office of Minority Health at the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, to find out more about how COVID-19 affected the Black community.
As you know, the COVID-19 pandemic has taken an especially heavy toll on African Americans and other racial and ethnic minority populations. As of February 1st of this year, Black individuals in the U.S. are still 2.5 times more likely to be hospitalized and 1.7 times more likely to die from COVID-19 compared to white individuals. And the data on boosters as of this week show more than 55% of Black individuals have not received the free COVID-19 booster. Thus, my message today for other African Americans and all populations across the nation, let's protect ourselves by getting COVID-19 vaccinated and boosted as soon as we are eligible.
To find COVID-19 vaccines and boosters near you, check out vaccines.gov.
You ever feel like when you're at work, everything you say sounds like this because you're completely unstimulated and you don't care?
But then, when you're talking to your friends about things you're truly interested in and passionate about, you sound like you're alive and loving every moment of it. Then maybe you should try podcasting with Spreaker from iHeart. It's the easiest way to podcast and get paid for it. Just head over to Spreaker.com, Spreaker, and start your voyage from ugh to woo!
The Glass Chamber, your local smoke shop, exotic sodas, Delta 8, Puffco, and the newest disposables. If you're not shopping at Glass Chamber, can you really consider yourself a smoker? With the latest and greatest in the industry, why wouldn't you? Now, 7 convenient locations. Visit GlassChamberFL.com for more.
Dell's semi-annual sale is the perfect opportunity for a significant business upgrade. Save up to 45% on Dell computers with Windows 11 Pro and get an easy start to your workday. Plus, enjoy special pricing on Dell docks, monitors, servers, and more, all with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. Speak to a Dell Technologies advisor today to find the right tech for your business with fast free shipping. Call 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents
And Doug.
Don't you just love the smell of old books?
This is a library.
Sorry, ma'am. We're looking for a book titled Liberty Mutual Customizes Your Car Insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I don't think we carry that, but check nonfiction.
It really does devour literature.
Please leave.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Dell's semi-annual sale is the perfect opportunity for a significant business upgrade. Save up to 45% on Dell computers with Windows 11 Pro and get an easy start to your workday. Plus, enjoy special pricing on Dell docks, monitors, servers, and more, all with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. Speak to a Dell Technologies advisor today to find the right tech for your business with fast free shipping. Call 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Checking in with the Florida Highway Patrol, and we're accident-free. Boca to Jupiter on 95. We are looking good as well. Not seeing any big tie-ups. Turnpike accident-free as well. And just keep in mind, Flagler Drive is going to remain shut down until at least Friday between Lakeview and Banyan as they clean up after the boat show. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Market Disruptors Live May 6th through May 8th in Dallas, Texas. In these uncertain times, it's never been more important to grow your wealth and protect your freedom. Learn how to do that and more with today's top experts at Market Disruptors Live, May 6th through the 8th in Dallas, Texas. Save your spot now
at marketdisruptorslive.com.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk from the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a lovely Monday. The weather is perfect today. High of 78, low of 76. It should be at 77 before we leave.
Hope you guys are having a good afternoon, and appreciate everybody who came to the Tastings event on Saturday at the Palm Beach Outlets, and everybody who was at Strike Cigar Lounge for Greek's Hardwood. Jimmy's in the house.
Good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hello, happy Monday.
And on the table still, if you have an opinion about Chris Rock and Will Smith, let us know. That will not get old for a while. It's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
The Miami Open tennis event is going on all this week at the Hard Rock Stadium. So if you like some tennis, check that out. That'll be a great event. I went a couple years ago, had a good time. And you don't even have to be into tennis. You can just go down there, check it out, watch a match, walk around. There's a lot of different things going on. And it's cool how they changed the stadium into tennis. I thought that was very cool with the venues, and just all the good things that they got down there. So you can have a great afternoon, maybe have a glass of wine, and just enjoy South Florida. And the weather's perfect.
It's a venue.
Yeah, whatever.
It's in between a venue and a vineyard.
Oh!
Yeah.
Way to save my ass. Speaking of
How did I not know that?
I know. I'm surprised.
I'm getting a job with the United Nations right after the show.
Clearly.
Detroit Lions are going to be on HBO Hard Knocks. I don't know if that gets you excited or not. I don't know. I don't see it. But I know one Detroit Lion fan. That's our good friend Peaches. He likes it. But they have announced on HBO, Detroit Lions will be the HBO show. And the Final Four is set. It's Carolina and Duke, and they know each other inside out. It's like a married couple, and they get divorced, and now they're back together again. These guys have been playing against each other for years. Coach K's last year, man, he would really be so angry if North Carolina, not only did they beat him in his last home game, if they knock him out of March Madness. Duke is -4, and then you got Kansas playing Villanova. Kansas is the only #1 seed alive out of the 4, and they're -4.5 over Villanova. Villanova is going to have a tough go. They lost their starting point guard. He was averaging 15 a game and 5 rebounds. That's going to be tough to replace. We'll see what happens, but all 4 teams do have more than 1 titles to their name. Carolina, obviously, and Duke have a lot, and Kansas has a lot, and Villanova has 3. So these are all 4 programs that have cut down the nets before. And March Madness will continue on Saturday for a doubleheader, and then Monday, it is the championship game, the finals. And that is your last trifecta of the day. Peace.
So before we end our show, I just do want to mention this, and I know if you are a fan or are part of the rock world or whatever, you have heard this, but it's something we haven't brought up yet, and that is the unfortunate death of Foo Fighters drummer Taylor Hawkins, which I really do, it shook the music world, and this happened Friday night. And a lot of people were talking about when I saw this, I was absolutely shocked. 50 years young.
So young.
Very, very young. The circumstances of his death were unclear for a bit. Now things are starting to come out. But they did find him in his hotel room in Colombia. And it's just a really sad situation. And it shows you, though, because it's not just, obviously, the people and his bandmates with Foo Fighters, but a lot of people in the music industry are coming out and talking about this guy and just saying what a wonderful, fun, upbeat kind of person that he was. And they were doing a show out there. And so they think it was it's something to do with his heart, but they did find some substances in him as well, too. I think they said like 10, and I don't want to go through the list of whatever it was. But yes, very sad situation. So RIP to Taylor Hawkins. And it looked like they were set to perform in Bogota, Colombia. It was called the Festival Estéreo, I believe. And so, yes, very, very sad passing in the music world. So I just want to make sure that we give him a little love before the show is over.
Sucks.
It does suck.
No doubt about it. Way too young.
Yep. I don't know, him and Dave Grohl were tight. Like those that obviously are bandmates, but that was like his bro.
Yeah, he was clearly emotional.
Yes.
Dave Grohl, that is.
Yes.
Having to announce that sad news.
Yeah.
Of course. It's just terrible news. And 50 years old is any age is too young, obviously, but 50 years old is too young with a lot of his life left to live. So our hearts go out to his family, R.I.P., no doubt about it. 877-927-6969. Nobody talks about the Oscars the day after. Nobody was talking about the Oscars all week. But Will Smith doesn't get old. But Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. I'm waiting for some reaction from Chris Rock. I haven't seen anything yet on social media or from
I don't
TMZ.
know if he will say much. I mean, we already know he's not pressing charges. He might just be like, meh, it is what it is.
Well, we'll see how much the media gets out of them right now. Again, if this was real, I said that we'll just go away. Just let it go away, die off for a little bit. I did hear that they already announced next week's host of the Oscars. It's Mike Tyson.
Shut up.
Apparently, they've already got him confirmed, and he's all set. He doesn't have any fights that weekend, so he will be good to go.
Is that just in case somebody slaps him, he'll punch him back? Is that why? We got to make sure we got somebody who'll fight back.
Apparently.
If the Oscars are smart, next year they have a closed curtain, and when they open it up, it's a ring, a boxing ring. If they're smart, because that would get a laugh out of everybody, I think, in the beginning.
By then, obviously, it won't be too soon, as they say.
Yes.
So they could have some fun with this if they really wanted to. And, of course, if Will Smith and Chris Rock want to go along with it, again, providing that this was real.
Yeah, and that's why. And so a lot of people were saying, celebrities that were there, like I felt like I was part of something incredibly personal.
Yeah,
and one person in particular was like a deeply personal between some people. She said that's how it felt. It felt like this was like a buildup of something that may have happened before the show, maybe years past or whatever. But they said that they felt like it was one of those incidents where should I leave the room right now and let them hash this out?
I mean, we don't know what goes on. I was at the dinner with some people one time, and it just triggered in my head. And there was an individual who was told by another individual, "Don't bring something up," and he did.
Right.
And it got bad real quick. And I was sitting at the table, and I was like, what the hell just happened? But he was told already, don't bring up this situation. Who knows? Maybe Will Smith reached out to him this last week and said, hey, man,
she's off limits, or the hair jokes are off limits, or something like that.
No. Because when they do rehearse for this stuff, what they do is, and they've shown this on TV, I'm not telling you anything you don't know, they put up big cards of who's going to be sitting where. So when they go,
right.
So when you're a presenter who's sitting where, and they have all their names.
And most of the time, they pick the people who are sitting up front to crack the jokes on.
Yeah. So maybe he knew or whatever and thought of it, or maybe Will Smith.
Gervais he was relentless, Ricky Gervais, when he used to host.
Oh, he didn't care.
No,
but he used to always say, he was like, well, they asked me back. Yeah. He didn't care. And
again, though, to reiterate, I mean, Will Smith did laugh at this joke.
Yeah.
He did laugh at it.
Yeah. Until he looked over.
Until he got the daggers.
Yeah. Now it was maybe this was a video I said they were sitting next to each other, but not on top of each other.
Not next. I don't think they were directly next to each other.
Yeah.
She was like a couple seats over, like a little diagonal as far as it was a round table. I was under assumption it was sort of that way.
Yep.
But there was some other girl that was in between them.
Yeah, exactly right.
Young lady.
Yeah, so they weren't really
pretty lady too. I don't know who that is.
That's Will's girlfriend.
Open relationship. Remember?
That's the one that he's banging, or is she banging?
That was
either. I guess. Yeah, she dabbles
that way two-way, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what people are going to want to hear. They're going to hear his wife's next podcast because of this.
Oh yeah.
The ratings for that through the roof,
right?
And she doesn't hold back.
No, oh my God, the things that she
Wait,
said.
what is that? How often does that come out? What is it called? The red door, red something.
Red door. Yeah, she says I wouldn't be happy.
I think the red door is a spa.
The red back door.
Yeah, the red door is
not it.
That's a terrible name for a podcast.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to scratch that because I had a list.
Don't name your podcast. Don't name it that, Jimmy.
Hold on.
Red Table Talk.
Right.
That is what it's called.
The red door is in Manhattan.
It is that's Elizabeth Arden.
Yeah,
spa.
It's a very high-end spa.
Yes.
Overpriced.
They have a few red doors. It's not just one in Manhattan.
The one I paid for was a lot.
Yes, it's a Red Table Talk, right? Which you can listen to on the iHeart app.
I'm going to check it out.
Yeah. Download that free iHeartRadio app and you can listen to the Red Table Talk as well as the Penthouse. And then you can also leave us a talkback message right now on the iHeartRadio app too if you have not used that fun feature.
You never know. Maybe Will Smith calls in later and just says, guys, I just want to let you know this is what happened last night. This is my opinion. Oh, she's definitely going to bring it up on her next podcast. You know that. She's going to say something about it. Like Will got the sign from me. I told him, you better step up and do something. When she gave him that look, he was like, ooh, wow. It's a tough situation to be in. There's no doubt about it. But I'm curious to see if anything comes out or if he apologizes to Chris Rock. personally. He didn't last night. He did apologize to the Academy. He apologized to everybody else. And I think the shame of it is his behavior is bad, but then obviously he won an Oscar last night. And nobody's talking about that, which I think sucks for him. 877-927-6969. If you got an opinion on this, give us a call. Let us know. Who do you think is going to win the Final Four? Let us know about that, too. You got Duke and Carolina. You got Kansas and Villanova.
I saw this last week, speaking of celebrities. Apparently, there's a list that came out of celebrities that waited to have sex before they got married. And some of these are believable, and some of them are not. And I thought I'd run a couple of these by you real quick. Well, we got another couple minutes left. Apparently, Justin Bieber and Haley Baldwin are on this list that did not have sex before marriage. I believe neither of them was a virgin before they got together.
You believe it, huh?
The way he talks sometimes, and I've heard a couple of his interviews and stuff, he's very religious. I don't know. I think,
but he's not a virgin.
Well, he didn't. That means he could have sex with somebody else, and maybe he just wants to wait for her because he's going to be his wife.
She was a special one.
Maybe I don't know.
Maybe you're right.
I don't know.
Maybe you're right.
I mean, he seems like when you see anything of him, like he adores her beyond belief.
Yes.
I mean, like,
and it does seem like that. You are correct.
Like put rose pillows down, and she walks over on the whole thing.
Rose pillows.
Rose pillows.
Yes.
Nice.
Where do I buy those?
How about
Home Goods?
Bed Bath & Beyond, yes.
Kevin Jonas is apparently one that waited. Apparently the only Jonas who kept their purity pledge.
Yeah, they did have a purity pledge, but I guess the other ones were like, I can't keep this going.
This is one that I find hard to believe. Tina Fey. She claims she couldn't give it away, and I ain't buying that because that is one good-looking woman.
What do you mean she couldn't give it away? Nobody wanted it?
Yeah, apparently. I mean, that's what it says.
Yeah, but if she was with somebody until she was married, you said. So, I mean, she could have given it to that person before marriage, but I guess not.
Here's one that we all know, Tim Tebow. And that's always been one that's been...
I believe that.
Yeah. Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon. Oh, it's kind of impossible to believe now that Nick could even temporarily see that sword.
Kidding me? The way he is?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He walks in
It's
a
a
room.
baby making machine.
Yeah, he walks in a room, fish stop swimming.
Yes.
Yeah. Sierra and Russell Wilson.
Really?
Sierra says it helped them build a strong foundation. Somehow I believe that one.
All right.
Jordan Sparks, that's another one. Religious. I think she was brought up pretty religious. And, of course, Francis Pierre.
Really? Well, I can tell you that's a lie.
Well, Greek didn't have enough money.
Franny says, I can tell you that's a lie. Wow. I love that one. That's a lie.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big commitment at any age if you meet somebody and they say that to you. Like, you know what? We can't have sex until we get married.
Yeah.
I mean, but if you love the person, I guess you go with it. You know, I mean, could you say to them
or not?
Now, is that, but you can't have grounds to be with somebody else for that. You know, you can't say, well, since you and I can't have sex, can I step away?
That might not go over well.
Yeah. But again, if it works like anything else, God bless.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that's a big commitment the girls asking the guy to do. Because I think guys are more dogs than girls. But not the girls don't want it. I'm not saying that, but I don't know. Imagine if you were a guy and just said, no sex until we get married. I've said that on first dates. I'm not putting out tonight.
Not tonight.
I'm just telling you, you got to work for this.
Mm-hmm.
Chop, chop.
Tomorrow night.
Later in the evening. After 12.
It's a new day.
It's like the ATM machine. You can't get enough. You get only a quota for today. 12:01. You can take out more. I'm not putting out tonight. It's 11:35. 12:05. Yeah, anything's open.
So I'm looking at this because the Beaver one got me, and I guess so. According to an interview, they did have sex before marriage, but then he regretted it. So then they went back and did the whole abstinence thing.
I believe it.
So they did.
Kind of like unvirgining yourself.
Yes.
That's where he wrote that song. I remember they talked about Entertainment Tonight. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then,
is it too late for me to say sorry?
Yeah. And then
are we believing him?
No, and then I know they went on their honeymoon in Georgia, and that's when he said peaches.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Atlanta.
Where do you want to go on your honeymoon?
Downtown Atlanta.
Georgia. Hey, I'm from Georgia. I love it, but I'm not going on my honeymoon there.
I go, anytime somebody, because I know you, anytime somebody says I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, I go thumbs up.
There it is.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Because I know you, and you're such a great person.
The Franny connection.
And it's just a nice person and genuine.
Mm-hmm. And genuine.
I love the singer Genuine.
I was thinking of salami.
Nice. Salami.
What?
It's Genoa salami.
It's not genuine salami. It's not.
It's not?
No.
It's not?
No.
Sold me.
It's a salami with a G in it.
Yeah.
Speaking of salamis,
How about that? A salami with a G in it.
I'm telling you, there's a mate.
There is. Yeah, it's like Genoa or something like that, but it's not genuine. I don't know how you say it. But
Maybe they should change the name.
just Greek salami. How about that? Just
Well, we've been waiting for that for years.
Oh my God!
Decades.
boy.
Was that a request?
Nope.
Bye.
It makes TV fall.
Oh, I love it. Man, I gotta tell you, sometimes we just don't like to close the door. Jimmy, great job as always.
Especially
Thank you.
the back door. Thank you very much, Greek. Francis, always a pleasure working with both of you. And thank you for listening.
We're gonna not talk about people's hobbies. Franny, great job as always.
Hey, thank you so much. It's nice to be back in the penthouse with you, Jimmy, and of course, Greek. And of course, you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do you have any parting words?
Seemed a little fake when you said my word.
Any parting words?
I could just tell you, if you're always ready, you don't have to worry about getting ready. Be ready, people. I said that wrong, but that's okay.
What's new?
And pick up some genuine salami.
Yes.
It's got a G in it.
It's got a G in it. Or it's Geneva, it's something. All right.
The
Will
Geneva
Smith
connection.
and Chris Rock pay-per-view coming up this weekend. We'll talk to you guys. Peace.
Got YouTube? Yeah? Us too. Just search Real Radio 92.1 on YouTube.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny as we move throughout our Monday. Temperatures will be warming towards the low to mid 80s later on today. Skies continue to stay clear with high pressure and dry air in place. We'll stay warm again for the day on Tuesday, but it becomes much windier heading into the day Wednesday and Thursday.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
What if I told you that a lawyer who was a tone-deaf